Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. You already know what it is. We back with another one of them things. Listen, we live right now for the people, ladies and gentlemen. We got Lamelo Ball, NB1. The one of one is going down. Listen, they're going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is the perfect storm. You know, in my humble opinion, ladies and gentlemen, I do believe and know that the Charlotte Hornets could very well go in here and take out this Cleveland Cavaliers team. Ladies and gentlemen, Melo has just been fined $100,000. You understand? I'm telling you right now, Melo is about to come out on a goddamn vengeance tonight, you know, ready to stick it to the NBA for their outlandish, claims. You know, they moving around like 100,000. That's really ain't nothing, ladies and gentlemen. We talking about Lamelo Ball, NB1, the one of one. This man was pulling up in Lambos, back in high school. So what the hell is $100,000 to a guy like Lamelo Ball? That's short change. Don't be surprised if he don't mind getting fined again. Let's run this thing up to $1 million. You understand? Melo, he don't need to slow down his post-game remarks, bring everything out naturally. You understand? These guys want to slow down natural reactions of our superstars, ladies and gentlemen, and it's completely disgusting how something like that could take place. Our stars need to be free, able to speak on what the hell they need to speak on. Shout out to the Hornets. He says that's a tax write-off. That's 100% facts. Hornets says, watch the cuts Cleveland makes that opens up the three. Listen, man, the Cleveland Cavaliers, man, I think they're in a world of trouble today. In my humble opinion, I just think they are in a world of trouble because they're going up against the Charlotte Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets, this is not the team of yesterday. This team is really ready to compete, in my humble opinion. They're ready to, show the NBA that they're ready. I'm not sure if collectively as a whole, because of the injuries, that they're ready to go. I think the Mark Williams dynamic is real. They need to shore that up. When they get the Mark Williams center situation down pack, I think they're going to be in a really good situation, but until then, only time will tell. But we do got Lamelo Ball, NB1, the one of one. He is live, ladies and gentlemen, and they are in the land. This game is going to be exciting, exhilarating, everything that you want to call it. Just book it now, man. I got the Charlotte Hornets, winning tonight up in Cleveland. I'm calling it. I'm speaking it to existence. I think that they don't have Donovan Mitchell. That's key. I think that now you're leaving Darius Garland on the island, by himself. And I was just making this conversation the other day with the people that who's the best point guard in the Eastern Conference? Is it Lamelo Ball or is it, Darius Garland? And it caused a lot of controversy. It's going to be Melo, Brandon Miller, Josh Green, Miles, and Grant Williams. I knew they was going to put Grant Williams at center. It's so crazy. You got to put Grant at center. Then you got Darius Garland, you got Ty Jerome, you got Isaac Okoro, Evan Mobley, and Jared Allen. starting for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So they got a big front line. We discussing Evan Mobley, Jared Allen. So you're going to need guys like Miles Bridges, guys like, Grant Williams. They got to play big tonight, and you're going up against Kenny Atkinson. This is how all this is such a perfect storm, y'all. You got Melo getting fined $100,000, number one. You got Kenny Atkinson. He was supposed to be the coach of the Charlotte Hornets. You understand? He basically screwed the Charlotte Hornets at the 1 yard line, and then they had to go up and get Steve Clifford at the last second. Now they got Charles, okay, that's cool. But in Cleveland, you undefeated. It's time for the Charlotte Hornets to show you that you should have brought your ass to Charlotte, to the Queen City, and did it there, and I'm telling you, watch Melo tonight. Hey, I don't be surprised. I maybe 40 plus, something like that. Donovan Mitchell can be treated to a movie tonight. Let's hope, Darius Garland could hold it down. You won't have Mitchell there as a decoy. Trey Mann, another thing. That's not Trey Mann has been dealing with injuries. We got to get Trey Mann healthy. Point blank, period. It's very unfortunate that Trey Mann is not back. But it is what it is at the end of the day. We got B-Mill. I want to see a big game from Brandon Miller tonight. I need to see some consistent play from Brandon Miller. You got Lamelo just going completely ballistic. Where's his assistants? And that's what I want to see tonight. Melo is looking very loose out there, pose. He's about to get active, going up against these Cleveland Cavaliers, these undefeated Cavaliers. I don't expect them to blow out the Charlotte Hornets. I'm expecting a competitive game all the way down to the wire. You got Darius Garland versus Lamelo Ball. And don't get no better than this right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to it. Who you got? Put your picks down. Tip-off is about to be underway right now. You got Grant Williams and Jared Allen for the tip. And we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Darius Garland with the ball. You got Josh Green picking up him. Here goes Ty Jerome. You got Melo on Ty Jerome. I love these courts right here in Cleveland. These designer courts is looking real spectacular. The land. Ty Jerome off the glass. It's 2-zip Cleveland. Here goes Lamelo. They got Darius Garland on Lamelo Ball. This should be very interesting, y'all. Josh Green has it. They're looking around to give it to Grant Williams. Back to Lamelo Ball. Lamelo Ball for three. Off. Rebounded by Evan Mobley. Here comes Evan Mobley crossing half court. They kick it out. Here goes Ty Jerome. They give it back to Okoro, back to Evan Mobley, back to Darius Garland. Darius Garland gets it to Jared Allen, and there's a big-time bucket. It's 4-zip Cleveland. So you got Cleveland on the board early. It's 11 minutes to go in the first. Here goes Lamelo Ball. They're moving and grooving. Darius Garland on Melo. Lamelo Ball dumps it out to Grant. Grant Williams has it. They're surveying the landscape. They give it to Lamelo, back to Grant Williams. Grant Williams all the way to the cup, and he misses. He went over contact. Here goes Darius Garland. Darius Garland kicks it out to Evan Mobley. They give it out to Ty Jerome for three. Off. Rebounded by Lamelo Ball. Here goes Brandon Miller pushing it up with pace. They kick it out to Josh Green. Josh Green all the way to the cup. The Hornets are on the board. It's 2-4, 10:30 to go in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Here goes Darius Garland. Josh Green picking up Darius Garland. Here comes the screen with Jared Allen. Darius Garland shaking and baking. They kick it out to Ty Jerome. Lamelo on Jerome. They kick it to Okoro for a corner three, and that's off. Rebounded by Miles Bridges. Here comes Miles, pushing it up with pace, crossing half court, met by Darius Garland. They kick it out to Grant Williams for a wide open three, and it's cash money. It's 5-4. The Charlotte Hornets are up. It's 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here goes Mobley. They kick it to Isaac Okoro. Back to Ty Jerome. Back to Okoro. Here comes Darius. Here comes Garland. Garland for three. Cash money. Darius Garland, top of the key, wide open three. We're going to have to pick that up. We can't give up wide open threes to Darius Garland. It's 7-5 right now. Charlotte is down 2. Here goes Miller. They kick it out to Lamelo. Lamelo has it. Garland pick it up Melo pretty heavily. Here goes Melo, moving and grooving. Melo, 3-ball, and he missed it. Rebounded by Darius Garland. Here goes Garland. Garland pushing up with pace. They kick it out to Jared Allen, and Jared Allen scores it. The Hornets are down 4. It's 5-9. 9:15 to go in the first quarter. Here goes Brandon Miller, picked up by Jerome. Lamelo has it. Ty Jerome is on everybody. Lamelo all the way to the cup. They give it out to Miles Bridges, corner 3-ball, and he missed it. Rebounded by Jared Allen. Here comes Darius Garland crossing half court. Josh Green is on him. Garland all the way to the cup. He finds Evan Mobley, and Evan Mobley scores a big bucket. And it forces a quick timeout by the Charlotte Hornets. It's 5-11. You know, the Cleveland Cavaliers does not have Donovan Mitchell tonight. You know, the score is 5-11. It's very interesting. Only time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. The Charlotte Hornets are up. They're trying to go up on the Cleveland Cavaliers, but it seems to be a little bit of friction there. You know, they're going to be going back and forth all night, y'all. You know, you got LaMelo Ball versus Darius Garland. It don't get no better than this. Hornet says no answer for Mobley. I completely agree with you there. They're going to have to do something. You know, Evan Mobley is a force. This is probably his best start to the season of his career. You know, let's see if they can sustain this, you know. But I don't know. You know, like I said, we don't know about Cleveland, you know, just yet. I think they're a piece away from really being where they want to be. I'm not jumping the gun just yet on Cleveland. Shout out to Thunder in the chat. You know, shout out to Calvin Lewis. He says, end that winning streak. We're going to end that winning streak. You ain't got nothing to worry about, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get that. Sports says this is going to be hard without a big man. I know, because they just corralling the paint. They just bulldozing. You know, we're going to figure it out. Shout out to Fresh Prince of Belize. This is going to definitely be the Cavs' first loss. We got to speak this into existence. This is the perfect storm, ladies and gentlemen. LaMelo has just been fined $100,000. You understand? What better way to stick it to the NBA than to go out here and take down, you know, this Cleveland Cavalier team who's getting all of the calls. You understand? I mean, you just blow on Darius Garland, they blowing the whistle. It's time to stick it to the NBA. And just slow down, ladies and gentlemen. I know you see Melo, he missed the quick early ones. That's what the NBA wants you to think. This is a fourth quarter assassin, ladies and gentlemen. Do not let this game be close headed into the fourth quarter. That's all I'm going to let you know. That's all I'm going to let you know. If this game is close in the fourth quarter, the Charlotte Hornets is taking it, period. I don't give a damn who the hell they got as the big man, they got as this. It's going to come down to LaMelo versus Garland if the game is close in the fourth quarter. And the Charlotte Hornets need to do everything in their power to make sure that game is close so you can unleash LaMelo Ball, their fourth quarter king, the king of the fourth quarter. Clear cut, no debating. The score is 5-11. The Cavaliers happen to be up. Don't listen, just slow down. The Hornets going to make a run. The NBA and basketball is just a game of runs. The Charlotte Hornets will go on a run. You know, just hang in there, y'all. Just hang in there. You know, nonetheless, man, you know, you got the squad out there. Shout out to Brandon Miller. Shout out to everybody, man. We're going to need a collective, you know, unit, especially down low as the bigs, because we know we dealing with the situation without Mark Williams. You got Grant Williams in the mix. Is a complete, you know, wild situation. You're gonna have to plug and play. You got Debate out there doing this thing, and I like how they're keeping him off the bench. Here we go. LaMelo Ball has it. LaMelo going all the way to the cup and is off the glass, and he missed it. Here comes Darius Garland. Garland with a quick pass to Okoro, and he scores it. The Cleveland Cavaliers are up 13-5. Here goes Melo. Melo finds Miles Bridges. Airbnb is in full effect. Alley-oop. It's showtime up in Cleveland. It's 5. Hold on, wait a minute. They didn't count that point? Right. That should be 7-13. Well, here we go. Here goes Cleveland. LaMelo Ball all the way to the cup with a floater, and that's good. LaMelo Ball with a floater, so it's 7-15. I don't know what the hell happened there with that alley. It's 7-15 right now, 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Here goes Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley moving around. Evan Mobley posting up Grant Williams. Evan Mobley finds Darius Garland, and then he got a kick. That was a crazy kick ball right there. 7-15, 7:57 to go in the first. Unbelievable matchup right there. Crazy game. So the Cavaliers, man, they swinging for the fences on the Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets got to be very careful they don't get blown out here. Evan Mobley for 3, and that's good. So everything is just going down for Cleveland right now. 7-18. Here goes LaMelo. LaMelo has it. They kick it out to Brandon Miller, back to Miles Bridges. Here goes LaMelo. They give it out to Miller for 3. Miller, cash. Okay, so Brandon Miller is on the board. It's 10-18. The Charlotte Hornets needed that three from Brandon Miller. That was much needed. Here we go, 7:25 to go. We got Ty Jerome. Step back three for Jerome. Cash. So they have to play up on some of these guys. You know, you can't sleep on these no names thinking that they ain't gonna do nothing. And that's what I think Charlotte is doing. Part of Lamelo just got fouled. Did he get that? Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna say about time they give Lamelo Ball a whistle. I mean, it's crazy. Coro looking like he just completely confused and upset. That was a lot of contact. You know, salute to everybody in the chat. You know, the winning streak is about to come to an end, point blank, period. Put your picks down in the chat. Hornet says everybody got better on the Cavs. Yes, give him props, man. I give Atkinson props. He came in there and he's got him right. There goes Dubate. Dubate with a floater, pardon me. This guy Dubate is just like I said, he's a good player, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know how many times y'all heard me say it. You know, I like what he's bringing off the bench. He brings a level of physicality. Here goes Isaac Okoro. He's moving on Grant Williams, and he scores it. Here goes Lamelo. Lamelo has it now. He's crossing half court, met by Ty Jerome. Lamelo kicks it to Brandon Miller for a corner three, and it's off. Rebounded by Jared Allen. Here goes Ty Jerome. Jerome has the ball, crossing half court. Lamelo's there. Lamelo on Ty Jerome. Jerome kicks it out to Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley going all the way to the cup. He finds Jared Allen, and Jared Allen is fouled going to the cup. You know, who's the first basket? Salute to everybody in the chat. There's an unbelievable matchup going on right now. The Cavaliers are up. Charlotte, they're looking like they're just trying to hang on. You know, it's 12-23. It's crazy right now. There's no Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is out, and you got free throws here coming for Jared Allen. So they're fouling. You know, there's a lot of things going wrong right now for the Charlotte Hornets. You know, I think Cleveland, they hit them up real quick. You know, so Charlotte got to adjust right now. You know, there's a lot of injuries that they're dealing with. They're going to have to just hang in there and stand pat. Let's see, look like they're sitting Lamelo Ball, too. I mean, I don't think this is a good time to sit Melo. You got Mijic coming in the game. I don't know. Charles Lee, he really relies on this bench. So let's see. We got to just trust Charles. We'll see these rotations Charles pulling out. There's no Lamelo Ball on the floor, but you do have Miller's still out there, so you do have a scorer. Let's see if the offense going to Miller. Miller goes to the cup, and he scores it. So Brandon Miller scores it. He cuts it to 11. It's 14-25. So that's a good play right there for the Charlotte Hornets. You already know with this offense on the floor, everything should be going through Brandon Miller. We got an alley-oop miss from Jared Allen. Here goes Martin. Martin going all the way to the cup. Martin, and he scores it. So the Hornets cut it to 9, y'all. It's 16-25. Here goes Darius Garland. Garland crossing half court. Garland is fouled. So there you go. Garland just damn near lost the damn ball. And like I said, it's crazy. If you just blow on Darius Garland, they call him that. Shout out Rap Guy Reloaded. Should Charles Lee be held accountable? I mean, listen. They got to get this win, you know, period. You know, they won last game. Let's keep winning. You know, let's keep it right there. How you win these games is nobody gives a damn. If Charlotte wins tonight and it's controversial, who the hell cares? You know, the winning continues. So that's all they need to do. Just keep winning. That's it. Here we go. We got Mijic with the rock. They kick it out to Brandon Miller for 3. Brandon Miller in and out. Rebounded by Jared Allen. They kick it out to Darius Garland. Darius Garland, 3 ball, off. Rebounded by Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller got it. He's crossing half court. He's shaking and baking. Brandon Miller in the mid-range. Brandon Miller kicks it out to Mijic. Mijic has it. Screen with Dubate. Mijic kicks it to Dubate. Dubate all the way to the cup, and he couldn't make it. Here goes Darius Garland. Darius Garland crossing half court, met by Cody Martin. Screen and roll. Darius Garland, mid range, and he missed it. Rebounded by Dubante. Here goes Michich. Michich across the half court is 16-27, 4:50 to go in the first. Dubate has it. They're kicking out to Josh Green. Josh Green operating in the mid range. Josh Green all the way to the cup, and he misses a mid range jumper, but rebounded by Dubate. Josh Green going back, and he's fouled. He's getting 2 free throws. So good aggressive nature by the Charlotte Hornets. If things ain't working out, get to the free throw line. Period. Let's get some points with the clock stop. Let's make this game interesting. You got Kenny Atkinson. He's up off the bench. He's talking to the refs. He says Dubate gets every rebound. I'm telling you, this guy Dubate is a problem. They got to keep him in the rotation, period. And they can't be missing these free throws. You got Green missing free throws now. When you get to this line, especially against Cleveland, you got to make it work. You got to make it count. Rap guy says Miller needs to operate at the mid-range area. Whatever's most effective. That's why I'm going to be with Brandon Miller. Keep your offense flowing because you got Melo on the bench. They're relying on you to keep the shit afloat. You're supposed to be that guy for crying out loud. So let's see if they can do that. Here we go. They got Niang out there. Darius Garland, he lost it in the turnover. Charlotte gets it. Let's see if the Charlotte can score off this turnover. They kick it out, and Josh Green missed a goddamn layup, and it is Charlotte Hornets basketball. The ball was tipped out by Cleveland, so Charlotte gets a break. It's a 10-point game. You got TJ and Salon coming in. The rookie is in the game. They are playing this rookie, y'all. They are not going to give up on TJ. He will be in this rotation. They're going to make him figure this shit out. There's 4:17 to go in the first. TJ has it. Top of the key with it. They kick it out to Michich. TJ with a screen. Michich has it. Michich, top of the key, 3-ball. Cash. Michich with a big 3. It's 20-27. That was a big bucket for Michich. It's for who's going to be the unsung hero tonight. Who the hell is going to be don't tell me we got another turnover. Here we go. Here goes the Charlotte Hornets. Can they get a stop? Karis LeVert, mid-range jumping is good. It's 29-20. Here goes Brandon Miller. He's crossing half court, met by LeVert. Jared Allen picks him up. Brandon Miller all the way to the cup, and he couldn't convert it, but rebounded by Martin, and Martin couldn't get the putback. So you got to convert those right there. Those are big time buckets. Here goes Garland. They kick it out to Niang, and then we got a foul right there. What the hell's going on? What Darius Garland got? What the hell just happened here? They called Miller for a foul. That's crazy. I don't know what the hell is going on. Charles, we're trying to figure out what in the world is going on with these referees are calling. These refs, they got to get it together. This officiating is just ridiculous. They're out here finding Lamelo. It's wild. Rap guy says force Garland to be a passer. I would. You got to figure it out. Here we go. Here goes Jerome. Jerome all the way to the cut. This guy Jerome out here balling like he really somebody. Here goes Michich. It's 20-31. Cleveland is up by 11. TJ has the ball. TJ nearly loses it. Here we go. They kick it out to Dubate. They kick it back to Michich. Michich has the rock. Michich shaking and baking. Michich kicks it out to Cody Martin. Cody Martin has the ball, mid-range jumper from Cody, and he couldn't convert it. We got to look what the hell's going on. Look like we're going back towards Cleveland. We got Dubate called for a loose ball foul. So he's just arguing with the referees. It's an 11-point game. The Hornets are down. It's 2:50 to go in the first. It's 20-31. Lamelo Ball is on the bench. This is just a complete wild situation right now. But just hold your horses. Don't think just because Melo happens not to be there right now that he's not going to come in and pick things up. So just hang in there. Nonetheless, I got all access in the building decks. We got LaMelo Ball live. What's the deal?
Yes, sir. Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ, the hottest shit in the streets. Yes, Flight. Before I begin, I have to constantly reiterate the importance of hitting that like button, hitting that subscription, and most definitely hitting that notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exuberant experience. Thank you, Flight, once again for welcoming to your panel. And shout out to the chat and all of its cacophony and all the beautiful souls that pulled up to hear Flight play by play. Listen, you will be blessed. Flight, I find it quite intriguing that the Cavaliers are 14-0. And the job that Kenny Atkinson have done to this team, I think is nothing short of miraculous. The way that Evan Mobley has been playing, um, the way that Spider-Man has been playing, that's Donovan Mitchell. The way that Darius Garland has been playing. And we ain't even mentioning Jared Allen, the fulcrum of the Cavaliers and one of the oldest tenured player in this organization. So the Hornets got their hands full, Flight. And it's going to be a very, very tall task for the Hornets can steal a road win at the Mortgage Fieldhouse Arena up in Cleveland. Now, I was in Cleveland not too long ago, and I looked at that building, and I was like, wow, man, LeBron James played there and brought their only championship to the organization, the one and only championship.
We got Melo back on the floor right now, Dex. It's 20-31. Let's see what he'll do with it. We got Evan Mobley. He scores another big bucket. It's 20-33, 2:30 to go in the first. Melo has the ball. What is he going to do with it? He's the only one who's going to be able to stop the bleeding, and Melo gets the and one. So Melo's looking to cut it to 10. It's 22-31. Melo scores and a foul. Dex, what's your thoughts on the NBA fouling LaMelo Ball while he's at the line briefly? Did you hear about the $100,000?
Yeah, I heard about that. I wasn't going to even mention it, but hey, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they get their rules and their media training prior to training camp. So he knows what the do's and the don'ts and the type of terms and profanity that will be allowed. Because it's not just an NBA rule, you know what I'm saying, Flight? The FCC can come in and crash down on the media romps from the NBA. So they don't want nobody snooping in their business. They want to keep it private and keep it under control.
Right. LaMelo kicks it to TJ and back to LaMelo. LaMelo Ball has it picked up by, is that Niang? LaMelo all the way to the cup, and he scores another one. So Melo was money with these floaters. That's back-to-back floaters for LaMelo Ball. It's 25-36. Who the hell is on Mobley? They got the rookie on Mobley. They got to figure this out. We got Niang. They kick it out to, is that Jerome? They got this dude Jerome cooking. There we go. Wade for three. He missed it. Rebounded by Seth. Seth has it. They kick it out to Martin, back to LaMelo. LaMelo Ball has it. LaMelo moving and grooving. Melo all the way to the cup. Don't tell me he's going to do it again to him. He missed it. He was looking for the foul. He couldn't get it. Here goes the Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh, man, he just good play by TJ. Good defensive play. TJ sacrifices his body. You got Wade just ran his ass over. There's no other way to slice what happened. He's arguing with the officials. It's a mess. Give TJ and Salah some props. He just doing something out there. That's all you can ask. The shot not falling. But he's picking up a charge here, all kind of stuff. LaMelo has it. LaMelo, they kick it out to Seth. Seth Curry mid-range. He missed it. Rebounded by Dubante. Seth Curry for another three, and he missed it. That was ugly. Here goes the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland. They're kicking out, and there's a turnover. Charlotte picks up a good play. Here goes LaMelo Ball. Can they score on this off this turnover? LaMelo has it. He's slowing things down. He gives him a screen from Dubante. Jerome has picked up Lamelo Ball. Lamelo Ball has it. Lamelo kicks it out to Martin for three and is off. Rebounded by Dubante. Dubante nearly loses it. They kick it out to Cody Martin. Cody Martin moving and grooving. They're looking for Lamelo. Lamelo has it. Lamelo all the way to the cup. Oh my goodness, Lamelo. Oh, that would have been crazy if he would have got that play. Lamelo for three. Cash. Even better. Even better. The Hornets are not done, ladies and gentlemen. They are not going to quit. It's 28-36. The Hornets cut it to 8. This has been an ugly first quarter for the Charlotte Hornets, but damn, can they go down with just an 8-point deficit? Let's see what happens. Here goes LeVert. We got a big-time three from Cleveland, and he couldn't convert it. And it's the end of the first quarter. So I'm telling you, they're calling a foul right now. Let's play basketball. Okay, I'm about to say. We're at the end of the first quarter right now. It's 28-36. The Charlotte Hornets cut it to 8. Dex, what's your thoughts on this first quarter? The Charlotte Hornets, they're cutting into this league. Can they take down the Cleveland Cavaliers without Donovan Mitchell? The Cavaliers do not have Donovan Mitchell right now, ladies and gentlemen, so I think this is going to make it an even easier matchup for the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah. I mean, that's like I said, it's incredible what Kenny Atkinson has been doing with these Cleveland Cavaliers. But the Charlotte Hornets going to have to put a thumbnail on Ty Jerome because this ACC Virginia Cavalier player is only averaging 9 points a game, right? And all of a sudden, this 6'5" active player is basically ruining Charlotte Hornets' attempt for a 2-game win streak and a win on the road that they haven't done in a long time.
They call him a foul here, Dax.
So they're reviewing it?
I'm trying to see what's going on. I'm trying to have to turn the volume up to see what the hell they're calling now. So it looked like the first quarter's not officially ended. It looked like they're calling a foul.
On the 35-foot jump shot?
I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on. This is stupid. Wow.
Maybe some.
Yeah, 0.8 seconds. With 0.8 seconds, they're sending Karis LeVert to the line. You see what kind of the lengths they made? Let's end this first quarter, man. They gotta let them go back down 10. Now they're not end officially. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. It's 28-37. Unbelievable right now. So they called the foul. That's wild.
I guess Vegas must be involved. Normally, they just let the clock run out. When you shoot a 35-footer, I mean, come on. Whatever happens after that, so be it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. We should be starting the second quarter right now.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. I see my boy Chuck Morris that's hanging out in the chat. Thunder, as usual. A solid contributor to the chat of Flight Sports TV. Anthony Jefferson. We got another Morris. Morris Morrell. Okay, we got 2 Morrises in the chat today. Rap God, Hornets, Calvin Lewis. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man, getting busy. We appreciate your engagement.
So who you got in this game, Dax?
I kind of like the Hornets, man. Without Donovan Mitchell, and what is Gary's is Garland playing?
I'm not 100% sure.
Because I'm not able to.
No, Garland is playing. I'm tweaking. I thought you meant somebody else. Yeah, Garland's playing.
Okay. Yeah, he's playing. He already logged in 9 minutes for 5 points. Okay. Well, with this lineup that I'm looking at, Charlotte can get this one, but they got to do something with Ty Jerome though. I'm tired of these no name dudes playing Charlotte and getting career nights. I hope this ain't one of those Gerard McCain type of a night for Ty Jerome.
Yeah, who the hell is Ty Jerome, Dax?
I mean, he's a kid out of Virginia. You know what I'm saying? He was pretty decent in the ACC, but he ain't nothing to scoff about or write home to mama about. That's for damn sure. And he's coming out cooking right now. There's always these oddballs, these oddball players that play against the Hornets that just have these, way out games. And I'm sick of that because you can't allow these no names to do you like this if you want to be recognized as a serious competitor coming in these arenas night in and night out. You just can't do that. That is utterly ridiculous to allow somebody like Ty Jerome. And the last time this happened was with Jared McCain for the Philadelphia 76ers, and Lamelo stole the ball, and they give the call to Jared McCain. Who that McCain? But he ain't paying no dude. What you got going on in the background, Flight?
Can you keep going?
Yeah, mute your mic if you're chewing on something. Yeah, who the hell is Jared McCain to get a call from a superstar like LaMelo and a rising star in a youthful movement in the NBA? That's utterly ridiculous, man. I mean, come on, how low can you go when it comes to the Charlotte Hornets? I'm still devastated after that missed call by the referees and called Charlotte Hornets a win or victory in the win column.
Right, we back with it, ladies and gentlemen. Seth Curry, big time three ball. The Charlotte Hornets ain't done, ladies and gentlemen. We right back with it. It's 31-38. The game is getting closer and closer. We got Niang. Now, pardon me, that's Jerome. My bad. I'm gonna keep it. I ain't never heard of this fool before. This motherfucker is cooking. It's 31-40. Bridges, they kick it back to Melo. Back to Bridges. Bridges from deep. Cash. Okay, Miles. Okay. Oh, Miles screaming. Uh-oh. Don't get Miles act. I want to see Miles in the paint, though. I'm sorry. It's 34-40. Three ball. Big time board by Miles. Okay, Miles getting big man rebounds. Point forward. Miles going to the cup. And he nearly loses it. Melo from three. That would have been a big bucket if they could have got that. Here goes Mobley. Evan Mobley all the way to the cup. Oh, man. No, there's no answer for Evan Mobley. Lord have mercy. It's 34-42, 10:25 to go in the second. Here goes Martin. Martin has the rock. They kick it out to LaMelo Ball. LaMelo has it. He's shaking and baking. LaMelo Ball all in the mid-range with it. Melo step back three. Missed. Rebounded by Cody Martin. Cody Martin has the ball. They kick it back to Seth. Seth has it. Seth wants a screen. Seth is calling for a screen. Seth Curry. He's moving and grooving. They kick it back to Melo. It's only 5 seconds. Melo from deep. Off. Rebounded. There goes Cleveland. Is that Junior? Jerome for three. Good. Oh, my goodness. They can't do shit with this dude, Jerome. And another timeout by the Charlotte Hornets. Damn. This guy, they ain't got no answer for Jerome, Dex.
No, they got to answer. They got to answer for him.
Who is it?
It's execution. It's defensive execution, getting into your area and or switching off in a timely manner. And the Charlotte Hornets just lazy on defense. They soft. I mean, listen. The talent is really not there, okay? And so if the talent's not there, that means the IQ probably is not there as well, Flight. So if they know this guy is cooking, why they keep letting him shoot? Get the ball out of his hand, let somebody else shoot, and see if they can get hot.
Yeah, I'm with you there, man. I think this game should be a lot easier without Garland. Pardon me, without Mitchell. Just Garland there on the island. But are we underestimating Cleveland's parts? A lot of people think this is a fluky year. When you got guys, no-name guys coming out the woodworks like this, Dex, what we going to do with these dudes?
It's nothing you can do because they're all NBA players and they playing on the NBA level and they have somewhat of NBA talent. But how you get these players off of their high horse is that you have to challenge them. You have to challenge them to see if they have the mental makeup to go through until they break through. And right now, the Charlotte Hornets is not challenged these type of players. They just say, "Oh, I don't know who he is. Let him shoot."
Yeah, so sometimes these scouting reports for these no-name guys ain't the best. Sometimes there's no scouting report for some of these dudes. That's
Exactly.
why they're getting loose.
Exactly. But I mean, but common sense will tell you, Flight, if you playing up a pickup game and you see this guy over here with high socks, headband, wristbands, knee pads, and some bifocals, but he's hitting shots, are you just gonna keep letting him shoot? Or are you gonna say, hey man, somebody needs to be on that dude wherever he go? Cause he look goofy, but damn, he can put that ball in the hole.
Hey, you got a good point. Got a good point. What you like from Miles Bridges since his return?
Well, Miles Bridges been, it's so for Miles Bridges. You know what I mean? I just haven't seen anything stunning from Miles Bridges since his return. So we'll see if Miles Bridges can catch up and play some real gritty basketball.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. You got Garland out there. He's still. Let's see what Darius Garland gonna do. I think the Cavaliers could fall tonight. Charlotte's got to keep this game close in the fourth. If they could do that, it's gonna be a problem. There we go. Um, Charlotte has it. Here goes Lamelo. Lamelo Ball has the rock. It's 9:40 to go in the second. Lamelo gives it to Brandon Miller for three. Three ball, Miller off. Miles Bridges couldn't get that board. That would have been a big time rebound from Miles Bridges. It's 34-45, 9:36 to go in the second. Who will prevail in this matchup? Only time will tell. I got Cleveland losing tonight, period. There goes Miller. He's picking up defensively at the point of attack. Here comes Mobley with Jerome with a turnover. Here goes the Hornets. Lamelo gets the turnover. Lamelo all the way to the cup, and he missed the layup. God damn. And it's Cavs ball. So that was a big time key screw up right there, man. You can't leave points there. You cannot leave points. Here goes Charlotte. Unbelievable. We got a moving screen, so Niang he turns it back over. So the Cleveland Cavaliers give it back to Charlotte. So it's 9:05 to go in the second. Here we go. Lamelo has it. What is Lamelo going to do with it? They kick it back to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller shaking and baking. Brandon Miller all the way to the cup, and he couldn't convert it. Here goes Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley crossing half. Miles Bridges. Good play right there from Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller with a big time bucket. It's 36-45, 8:30 to go in the second quarter. Here goes Evan Mobley. That was a charge. Wow. And they called the block on Grant Williams. That was just so blatant. Shout out my man Chuck Morris. Shout out Calvin Lewis. I see you, Morris Palmore. Said Melo needs some help. They doing little by little, man. We ain't gonna get the home run in one setting like we want. But if every year, they could put together better pieces, that's all we can really hope for at this point. This is not a major market where we could just go get Karl Anthony Towns real quick and call it a day. It's not like that. Niang just working Josh Green in the post. It's 36-47. So Cleveland, they keeping the foot on the Charlotte Hornets next. Here goes Lamelo. Lamelo has it picked up by who's that? Junior. They get to Miles. Go to the paint, Miles. Miles, he can't convert in the paint. See, Miles used to take it inside. I don't know what's going on. Pause. There we go. Niang. Who was that? Niang or that's Jerome? Pardon me. Jerome with another three. So they just hitting all kind of shit now. They're not gonna be able to do much if they got dudes shooting like this.
What is the Charlotte Hornets trying to do? Are they trying to run Charles Lee out of town? I mean,
I don't know.
what's going on here?
I mean, they did just win a game last game, then.
But you see, it was heroics from the Lamelo Ball for crying out loud in the fourth quarter.
Hey, win is a win, goddamn it. It's not doom and gloom. It
Well,
don't
I'm glad
seem,
you got hope, like.
yeah, it don't seem to be doom and gloom. It could be worse. Let's
My
see what they're gonna
God,
do.
they're only down 11. They down 11. I'm just sick of how the Charlotte Hornets just seem like they just don't want to win. Why is not Musa Diabate in this game?
Right, I
Where's
like
that?
Devontae. Melo
Who
picked
is
up
Grant
another
Williams gonna
foul.
guard?
His second foul, team's third. So Melo picking up fouls early. Is that something that we need to monitor? Melo picking up a second foul with 7:02 in the second quarter.
That's all up on Charles Lee.
Oh wow! You
That's
know,
Charles
no
Lee have to.
Charles stuff.
Yeah. Charles Lee have to decide, do he trust his superstar or not? If he don't
Mm,
trust him, he gonna take him out.
right. I'm with you, especially against this Cavalier team. You're gonna need your weapons. You're gonna have to roll the dice. Garland is coming back in the game. Garland felt like he been sitting for an eternity. You know why they been cooking? Now they bring Garland back in.
They trying to save Garden for the fourth quarter too, because they know LaMelo finna blitz him in the fourth quarter, so they want to make sure Darden is ready to match blow for blow.
Yeah, especially if it's close. And I think that's all Charlotte's mindset is. Let's keep it close headed into the fourth. It's 39-52, 6:50 to go in the second. Here goes Grant Williams. Grant Williams has it. They kick it to Micic. Micic is out there. Oh, Micic nearly lost the ball, and Micic turns it over like an asshole. God damn it.
Typical.
Micic is a complete asshole. It's 39-54. And
Yeah,
it's forced a timeout. What's up with Meaches, man? Is he
Micic is
trying
a
to get
flop.
traded to Denver?
Denver don't want him. Denver
Come on,
don't want that.
come on. He got to
You
get the
think
back
that
with his
locker
boy.
room will accept this? If you can't ball out for the Hornets and you trying to come up here where it's really, really hardcore basketball, we don't want that. First of all, you need to go to a 12-step program. First of all, because you've been dousing too many Moscow mules. So get that straight first. It just seemed like this is a European version of Book Night.
Yeah, I mean, he a little bit better than Book, but I feel you. You know, he's played better last year though. That's one thing I got to give this
Well,
kid
Flight,
Meaches. He showed flashes. I don't know what's up this year.
Flight, let me tell you something. I was always told by my mama when referring to my daddy, when he got a little too tipsy, she always would say, a drunk ain't shit. And I'm gonna leave it right there and let
Wow,
the fans figure that out.
wow. But let's see what happens, man. I am catching vibes that after Olympics he came back a damn fool. You know, so he's definitely not the Meach of last year. I thought we had a solid backup point guard potentially, but they got different options. Charlotte can move in. You know, I really think injuries hurt them. You know, when you don't have Mark Williams, I think that's a big issue, especially the way they came out this season. They came out looking like they wanted to be competitive, and
And
with the
shout out to the
absence of
Fresh
Mark,
Prince.
yeah, shout out to the Fresh Prince. How big was the absence of Mark Williams, Dex? What if you had a healthy Mark in this
Oh man,
equation?
like I mean, just thinking about a healthy Mark Williams from what I saw from him in that his rookie season, and where him and Lamelo Ball was feasting off the pick and roll, and they saw something magnificent in Mark Williams. It pushed Mason Plumlee out of the locker room and sent him packing. And then all of a sudden, Mark Williams just couldn't hold up to the standard. And this is what we got. We got a broken down rendition of the Charlotte Hornets thought that they had their big man, and they had their big man young, and they had him for a long time. Now there's a lot of doubt, there's a lot of discussion, and there's a lot of debate based on the importance and value of Mark Williams. Like,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Especially when you got this guy Dubate out there. Like I said, I think he making this guy dispensable. There's no way you're gonna throw this guy to the sellers when these guys get back. Dubate, he didn't work too hard. But here we go. Mičić has it. Picked up by Junior. It's 39-54. Charlotte better do something, goddamn it. Here we go. Brandon Miller has it. They kick it to Grant. Grant Williams has it. He's playing center, y'all. Brandon Miller, mid-range jumper, and it's off. So Brandon Miller got to do something. He misses shots. Take it to the paint. I mean, here goes Isaac Okoro. Cross court pass to Garland, and it's a turnover. Cleveland turns it over. Charlotte basketball. What will the Charlotte Hornets do? They're down 15 with 6:10 to go in the second quarter. We got Vasilij Mičić with it. They kick it to Grant Williams, back to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller kicks it to Mičić. Corner three ball for Mičić. Cash, money. They needed that from Mičić, y'all. So Mičić is being a little effective. You know, he may not be effective the way we want him. And the Charlotte, they get a turnover. Good play right there, you know, defensively. Here goes Josh Green all the way to the cup, and he scored. Charlotte, they cut it to 10. The Charlotte Hornets have officially cut this lead to 10 points. You know, they fighting, y'all. They fighting. That's all we can ask. That's all we can ask from the Charlotte Hornets is to fight. Here we go. And nail another turnover. Here goes Darius Garland in the mid-range. Darius Garland, they kick it out to Jerome. Jerome, he continues to ballet ass out. That was a three-pointer. That was Niang, pardon me. All these motherfuckers look alike. It's 44-57.
Yeah,
It's
too many
5
light
10 to
skins.
go. Huh?
Too many light skins in the NBA.
It's 44-57.
That's why these countries are catching up. That's why
Yeah.
these countries are catching up. Too many light skins in the NBA.
I'm telling you. Here goes
Go look
Brandon
at
Miller.
that original dream team and tell me how many light skins you count.
Yeah.
And I'm talking even Caucasian.
You got a point there. Here we go. Here goes Cleveland. The Cavaliers headed to the baseline. Niang all the way to the cup. They give it out to Jared Allen. Jared Allen is fouled, and they're getting fouls. So this is a terrible storm going on for Charlotte. Cleveland, they're just doing a lot. What's going on? How does the Charlotte Hornets stop this attack by the Cleveland Cavaliers, Dax?
Well, they got to make buckets because Cleveland's not playing no outstanding defense. Charlotte is getting open looks. They just got to put the ball in the bucket or the baby in the basket.
You know, sometimes, Dex, that's easier said than done. And Kenny Atkinson, he got these boys playing. You know, give him credit. We gave Kenny Atkinson credit when I first came on the stream. Right.
So I got that out the way. He's doing remember I said he's doing practically a miraculous job. I mean, Cleveland wasn't no pushovers anyway. I mean, they have been fourth seed, they have been fifth seed. You know what I'm saying? So they and that was under Bickerstaff. So they haven't been they've been pushovers since they pairing up Mitchell with Garland. You know, Garland was an all-star before Mitchell even got there. So pairing them up was just an icing on the cake. So they were just like some pushovers. They have never been no pushovers in the last two to 3 years.
Yeah, you're right about that. Here we go, y'all. We got breaking news. Jaquez Jr. He sprained his ankle, so he's out for the rest of that Heat game. For anybody that wanted to know what's up with him, we got. Here we go. Here comes Charlotte. We got my man Grant Williams. They kick it out to Mičić. They kick it to Grant. 3-ball Josh Green. Cash. But too bad Charlotte, man. They got a lot of bleeding to stop. So they just cut the lead to 12. So that's why I said there's a lot of ground for the Hornets to make up. Let's see if they can do it. Lamelo is on the bench. That's one thing I give Charles. He will sit Lamelo ball down and let these dudes figure it out. Here goes Cleveland. They miss. They miss the floater. Here we go. Oh, my goodness. Josh Green with a big-time banger. He cut the lead to 10 points. So it's 49-59, 4:02 to go. We are not done, ladies and gentlemen. Dex, what a ferocious dunk right there. Give us a breakdown of this game right now for the people that's just joining us.
Well, Charles Lee still is somewhat bewildered to what combination will have the best chemistry in his rotation. So that rotation is still a little shaky. But I do like that he had Brandon Miller and Tijon Salon out there at the same time. I wish he would have had uh, Musa out there and give Grant Williams some splendors.
You're very critical on this guy on the coach. Um, can we at least admit that he will play his young guys because he throwing T-Jan right in that fire? You know, T-Jan he can only get better from this.
Well, yeah, T-John needs to play. I mean, he's a type of player. He's a Frenchman, so there's a communication problem. I don't even think he can speak fluent English, but nevertheless, he's a type of player that he's so high energy that he needs to be out there. Sitting on the bench doesn't do anything but drain his battery. So get him out there, get him young, get him out there running like a gazelle, and hopefully that he can hit some few threes and get a couple open runs to the rim and get some dunks and get his confidence up. He's doing it's not serving Charlotte any good keeping him on the bench because it seemed like Charlotte, the way they approach games, they don't want to win too many of these games.
Oh
I'm
wow!
telling you, I can do a better coaching job if I was there myself, unless he is being told. Because we already know Dung rolls downhill if he's being told, chill. We ain't trying to win too much right now because we ain't trying to pay these players if they start winning and winning well.
So you saying the Hornets got to go back into that draft one more time? That's what's being told.
That's a high possibility because you have Brandon Miller young, you have Tijon young, if Mark Williams hopefully get healthy, still young, and then you have that new drafty. So you got about 3 to 5 years before you really start cashing out everybody. The only person you have to worry about is Miles and Melo.
Yeah, so they probably want to get in this draft one more time before they just say, fuck it, man. We're just going to throw it all out there. But I agree, man. Could you imagine if they could get a Cooper Flag or an Ace Bailey to pair with these dudes? So, I mean, it is something to throw out there. And this draft they're saying it's pretty deep. So if they could get a top 5 pick, they should be able to bring in a guy who can make it. And they should be bringing in an impact player. So I can see how that could be tempting. But let's hope that's not the case. But Grant Williams just scored 2 big free throws. It's 51-62. It's 3:20 to go in the second. Darius Garland has the rock. Darius Garland wants to screen. Josh Green is there. Screen coming with Jared Allen and Darius Garland all the way to the cup, and it's good. Darius Garland, this is the best season of his career, y'all. Give Garland credit. A lot of people wrote him off. You know, we thought it was smoke going on up there with Mitchell, but it's not the case. Oh, big-time 3-ball by Brandon Miller. So we got a 10-point game, but it seems like the Hornets cannot break this 10-point cushion that the department of the Cleveland Cavaliers have established. Garland just floater after floater after floater. You know, back-to-back points there from Darius Garland. He's just playing at a superstar level this season. There's no other way to slice it. We got to give props where props is due. Micic has it. They kick it out to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller has a screen coming with Grant Williams. Brandon Miller for 3. He missed it. So Brandon Miller tried to go back-to-back threes. Here comes Mobley. They kick it out to Garland. Garland has it. He got the defense doing everything. Oh, my goodness. Jared Allen with a big-time banger off the pass from Darius Garland. The Charlotte Hornets might want to slow things down. Lamelo walking to the scorer's desk, ladies and gentlemen. It's 54-68. The Cavaliers looking to take their ass out early in this first half. Here goes Brandon Miller. Oh, Brandon Miller maneuvering in the mid-range. They kick it to Micic. Micic all the way to the cup. Micic, he finds Josh Green. Mid-range, Josh, good. So we got a 12-point game right now. It's 56-68. What would the Cavaliers do? Darius Garland is fouled, headed to the paint. Garland, he just got his foot on the gas. You know, he's got the Cavaliers just playing dominant basketball this season. You know, give them props. You know, Charlotte should feel disrespected. You know, Mitchell, he decided to take a break during the game against the Charlotte Hornets. So, I mean, why ain't do this against somebody else? They said, fuck it, we're going to get some rest against y'all. You know, so I think they need to take their ass out for doing something like that. Give Garland credit. LaMelo Ball is coming back in the game, along with Dubate and Cody Martin. Give them major props. This is a hell of a game going on right now, y'all. Who will prevail? Don't count them out. Third quarter is going to be crucial for the Charlotte Hornets. They have to continue to stand pat, make this game interesting. So the fourth quarter, you just wheeling the game to LaMelo. Let's see if Garland and these guys can stand the pressure of LaMelo coming at them full steam ahead. Pause in the fourth quarter. Here goes LaMelo. LaMelo nearly launches that. Here we go to T-Jan. T-Jan couldn't convert it. Rebounded by Jared Allen. Here goes Garland. Darius Garland in the mid-range. Oh, good pass. Oh, my God. You got Darius Garland out here throwing no looks and shit. He getting filthy. Uh-oh. And he going back down the court barking. Oh, it's getting wild. Uh-oh. Melo from 50. Melo damn man shot a 50-footer. He missed it. Melo be shooting them shits from deep. Uh-oh. Here we go. Big time play. Mobley all the way to the cup. They got no answer for these dudes. Mobley, these dudes too big. Pause. Here goes LaMelo from deep. Cash. Big time three ball from LaMelo Ball. It's 59-72. So Melo is not getting discouraged by any of these misses. He's clearly like, let's get to it. Give him props. Give him major props. Here we go. We got Garland with it. Garland nearly loses the ball. They on the floor with it. It's 59-72. Unbelievable matchup right now. This is crazy. Who will prevail in this matchup, y'all? Only time will tell. Salute to all the Hornets fans around the world. Let me know who y'all got in this matchup. Do you got LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets? Because they cooking right now. They done find LaMelo Ball $100,000. Like, that's pocket change. Do not let this game get close in the fourth quarter. He going to put the candle to Darius Garland and the Cavaliers. We're going to end this goddamn winning streak. And it's not going to be a goddamn thing anybody's going to be able to do about it. It's flight sports. You already know what it is. You know what time it is, man. Darius Garland cooking. LaMelo cooking. So it's you know where we're going with this. It can only be decided in the fourth quarter. Get your popcorn, ladies and gentlemen. Get the popcorn. That's all I'm going to tell you. Better heat up that popcorn. Don't be late on the popcorn. Here we go. Darius Garland with it. Picked up by Dubate. Oh, three ball from Garland. He missed it. Oh, here we go. Brandon Miller with it. Brandon Miller. And then he give it to LaMelo. LaMelo has it. Look like he's going to take the last shot. LaMelo Ball moving and grooving. Melo mid-range, one leg off. Unbelievable. Unbelievable game right now. It's 59-72. The Charlotte Hornets are down. They're playing with unbelievable swagger. Dex. This is we had halftime, man. We had an unbelievable first half. LaMelo Ball and Garland. It seems like they're setting up for a fourth quarter showdown. Breakdown this half is 72-59. Mobley, the high point man for the Cavs, is 16 buckets. They're getting buckets from Jerome. Is all over the place. What do we need to do to be successful for this second half? Talk to the people.
Well, I think that Charles Lee has to find out a way to ward off those Twin Towers. And that's going to be a difficult task because he doesn't have anything to really match that. Now, he can go with T. John Salam more, and he can go with Brandon Miller more, just for the hype sake, and Diabate more, and Grant Williams less. But apparently, Charles Lee don't trust the IQ of Musa Diabate, but he trusts the IQ of Grant Williams because they have sojourned before when they was teamed up in Boston. So Grant Williams has allowed himself to be part of the Charlotte Hornets force, even though he is undersized for the position that Charles Lee has placed him in. So that is a bonus for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, they have to find somehow, some way to stop Ty Jerome. Darius Garland, that's something you don't have to really worry about. Evan Mobley, that's something that you don't really have to worry about because you got Lamelo Ball and Brandon Miller can match their output total. But you have to find out what the hell is going on since there's no Trey Man to match Jerome. So he's an X factor right now. The points that Ty Jerome has scored is what got the stretch lead for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So the answer to what the adjustments have to be made in the second portion or second half is that Charles Lee and company going to have to come up with a stratagem to be able to deduce the importance of Ty Jerome. If they can do that, they can pull this out because this game is only a 13-point lead. Yes, you would want Charlotte Hornets to be in a better position, but 13 points is a far cry from this being over. They are well within a boxer's reach, well within a puncher's chance if they can kill that X factor, which is Ty Jerome, and roaming around the court and finding seams and launching from the distance and being successful in the distance. That is a painkiller. So, Charles Lee, please get into your bag of tricks. Find a way to stop Ty Jerome because he is a bane in your side. You are watching the Charlotte Hornets being hosted by the Cleveland Cavaliers in Mortgage Fieldhouse Arena. The Cleveland Cavaliers are the number one team in the NBA. They still are honing on to a perfect record coming out to shoot, looking to break, I believe, the Houston Rockets record, if I'm not mistaken. So somebody can correct me who has the longest winning streak to open up the season. I know the Dubs had it 2016, uh, but I don't know if that is the record. I think the Houston Rockets have the record, and uh, Cleveland is looking to break that record. So, if my memory served me well, that was the '94 Houston Rockets team, or was it the '95 with Clyde Drexler? I'm not sure which version of the Houston Rockets that held that record, but I remember watching them just pulverize teams, and the dominance of Akeem Olajuwon was just crazy as Robert Horry, aka Big Game James, or Big Shot James rather, was coming into his own during those Rockets runs. Sam Cassell coming into his own doing those Rocket runs. Mad Max was just out there just being a villain when it came to the Houston Rockets in those runs. So the Dubs of 2015-16, they also came out to shoot running like Greyhounds. And they end up winning a championship that year. I think, was it that year they won the championship? No, it wasn't that year, right? LeBron James beat them that year. But they came out to shoot, you know what I'm saying, like wildfire. And now the Cleveland Cavaliers is giving us a a a moment, a current moment to see a team that has been dominating not only the Eastern Conference but the Western Conference as well, and they've been winning games by well over the margin. Um, I think the Cleveland Cavaliers have covered at least 10 games this season. I think far most than probably anybody in the NBA when it comes to that money line. So, and they 100% against the money line. So, I mean, that's crazy within itself. So, the Charlotte Hornets, they got a tall task ahead of them. We're going to see if they are able to mount up some kind of a story and able to fend off what the Cleveland Cavaliers are doing in the Mortgage Fieldhouse Arena. Lamelo Ball has 13 points. Brandon Miller 10 points, and Josh Green. Oh my God, Josh Green has finally came to the party. Josh Green has 12 points. Evan Mobley has 16 to lead all scorers. Jared Allen 10 and Darius Garland 10 as well. And then when you look over at the bench production for the Charlotte Hornets, when you look over at the bench production, the bench, I mean, what can we say, right? About the bench. The bench has given the Charlotte Hornets 9, 11, 13 points off the bench for Charlotte in the first half. And the Cleveland Cavaliers have given 7, 11, and 16 off the bench. So the bench points margin, the ratio is only +3 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So the Charlotte Hornets is not really doing too much bad from their bench production. It's just that at key moments in the game, when Charlotte seems like they have settled down and found out the Cleveland Cavaliers, all of a sudden this guy Ty Jerome launches from the distance and he is successful. So Evan Mobley going to get his money. We already know Darius Garland going to get his money. And to some degree, Jared Allen is going to be a force in the restricted area. But guess what? Everybody say hello to JT Thor. JT Thor is a member and part of the roster of the Cleveland Cavaliers. He hasn't entered the game yet. He's wearing number 15 for the Cavs. So everybody say hi to JT Thor, that he left the bottomless pits and he's on the stairway to heaven with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Shout out to JT Thor. And to round out the starters for the Charlotte Hornets, Grant Williams had 8. Miles Bridges got 3. So Miles Bridges has to step it up in the second half. Hopefully, that's what he was doing, was saving something in the gas tank so he can run out in the second half and be a force for the Charlotte Hornets. And like I said, the benches for both teams are fairly even, but it's a +3 for the Cleveland Cavaliers. So they're not losing the game from the bench. Charlotte just got to be. They have to shoot better. They shooting 38% from the floor. You know, that's not good. While the Cleveland Cavaliers are shooting 67% from the floor, and the 3-point shooting, Charlotte is okay. They're okay. They're above league average tonight in the first half. But the Cleveland Cavaliers shooting a whopping 47% from the 3. Oh my God. Even though, in spite that the Charlotte Hornets have put up 29 3-pointers to the Cleveland Cavaliers 17, Cleveland has basically had a better percentage, even though they have made less 3-pointers than the Charlotte Hornets. That's 11-8. Free throws is a disparity. Cleveland is 12 for 12 for free throws, shooting 100%, and they're up by practically 13. So maybe that's where the tell of the tape leans towards the Cleveland Cavaliers, is that they shot 12 free throws in the first half and made all 12, while the Charlotte Hornets shot only 5 free throws and made 4. Rebounds are fairly even, so Charlotte's not getting hammered in the restricted area, but the Charlotte Hornets do have 10 offensive rebounds. So that's a sign of hustle right there. So something went into the ears of the Charlotte Hornets about their rebounding, because they are 10 rebound to 1, 10-to-1 ratio when it comes to offensive rebounds in this first half. Assists is fairly even. 17 Charlotte, 16 Cleveland. Steals. Charlotte got 5 steals to Cleveland 2. Blocks. Surprisingly, in the block category, Charlotte is leading in that category. The turnovers, Charlotte is taking care of the ball better. They only got 3 turnovers, while Cleveland is really reckless, got 8. But Charlotte could not take advantage of those 8 turnovers. Points off turnovers conceded, Charlotte conceded 4, while Cleveland conceded 13. Fast break points is pretty much even, +3 in that category for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, points in the paint. This is where I beg to differ. Points in the paint. Cleveland Cavaliers are +14. That is disgusting. I mean, they put nasty work down in this restricted area. 34-20 points in the paint. But we know that the Charlotte Hornets doesn't have a low post presence. The only time they're going to really get points in the paint is off dunks or slashing, whether it's Lamelo or Miles Bridges slashing to the rack. Trey Mann would have contribute a lot in that area if he was available. So that's basically some of the importance of the first quarter. I mean, the first half stats for both teams. And the largest lead of the night for the Hornets was by the slimmest of margin, and that's 1. Charlotte only had a 1-point lead in this game, but the Cleveland Cavaliers been up 16. That's the largest lead for any team in this game, is 16. And so the Hornets nipped at it a little bit, chipped off at least 3 points. So since that 16-point lead for the Cleveland Cavaliers, the Charlotte Hornets is +3 in that area. And that's a good sign that they are chipping away and not giving away when it comes to scoring and the Cleveland Cavaliers holding the lead. Now, I want to share this one thing, right? When we look at both of these teams in the first quarter, Charlotte's softness was at an all-time high. The apex of Charlotte's softness was in the first quarter. Now, how is that possible, right? You just coming off beating Milwaukee, and you know what it took. Nothing short but miraculous play by Lamelo Ball in the fourth quarter, once again, king of the fourth. How do you come out so flat playing the best team in the league and giving up or yielding a 38-point quarter while you score a measly 28? How do you do that? I mean, could somebody explain to me the mindset of coming into this game on the road, playing the best team, and have an opportunity to clip them with Donovan Mitchell not available, and you come out with a freaking 28-point quarter, but yet you yield a +10 to the opposing team, a 38-point quarter? Did you come to this game thinking that you was going to lose? Answer that. What the hell is going on here? Did you come into this game? How can you not be amped playing the Cleveland Cavaliers, the best team in the NBA, and is headed for a record-breaking start to a season in NBA history? How are you not pumped up for this?
That's right.
Go ahead, Flight.
No, we back with it, Dax, man. Unbelievable halftime show, man. It's 59-72. It's 11:52 to go. Let's go. We got Josh Green with it. They find Lamelo Ball, NB1, the 1-of-1. Let's see what he does. He takes the screen from Williams. Lamelo finds Grant Williams. Grant Williams is fouled. N1. Uh-oh. That was a big-time bucket from Grant Williams. It was 61-72. Grant Williams has a chance to cut it to 10. This is a very crucial third quarter leading into the fourth quarter, because we all know, just like Dex said, the king of the fourth quarter is about to arrive. Just get this game close, and let's let LaMelo Ball decide it. Here we go. It's a 10-point game. It's 62-72. We got Darius Garland, one of the hottest players in the NBA. He's out there right now. Garland is balling. He's shaking and baking with Miles on him. They give it to Mobley for three. Off. The Charlotte Hornets catch a break. Here goes LaMelo. He's crossing half court. Can they get a bucket here? This would be crucial. Here goes Melo. Good pass to Miles Bridges. Corner three ball. Miles. Good. It's cash money. It's 65-72. The Hornets ain't done yet. God damn it. Let's cut this game close. It's 65-72. Here goes Mobley. They give it out to Darius Garland. Garland all the way to the cup, and he's fouled. He's going to the line for two. So the Charlotte Hornets, they can't catch that break. That would have been a crucial break right there, but it is what it is.
Yeah, but we like this 6-1 run on the Charlotte Hornets, right? Coming
Yes.
out of the break, Charles Lee haven't fired up. It's a 6-1 run, Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Point blank period. We got Garland up the line for two. It's 65-72, 11:04 to go in the third. Garland, he makes the first free throw. That's good for Garland. 65-73, 11:04 to go. What will the Cleveland Cavaliers do in this matchup? Only time will tell. I like the Charlotte Hornets' chances. Can they continue with that fire that they started this quarter with? They need to sustain it for the rest of the game. They need to get some stops too. Hornets, they down 9. Here goes Melo. He's crossing half court. Garland is on Melo. Screen with Williams. LaMelo turns it over. Here goes the Cleveland Cavaliers. They kick it out to Jerome. Jerome going to the cup to Mobley, and he scores it. Unbelievable. Was that a foul too? And they called the foul. So they giving Cleveland all the breaks. You can't turn the ball over against this team. This team is electric. The Cavaliers, man, give them props. Man, who's going to knock off Cleveland? They ain't playing. Somebody got to take this team out. They're holding it down tonight, though. Give them props. It's 65-77. Here we go. We got Brandon Miller, 3-ball, cash money. 3-ball from Brandon Miller. Unbelievable. It's 68-77. There we go. Crazy foul right there. What the hell is going on? It's 68-79, 10:27 to go in the third. Crazy game going on right now. If you're a Hornets fan, you're just trying to figure this shit out. You got guys like Jerome going off tonight. It seems like every game is some no-name dude just having a career night. We got Garland. He looked like we had a defensive 3 in the key. I know Brandon got a tech. So that's the last thing you need right now is getting techs. Cutting it to 12. This lead is a 12-point lead for Cleveland. 68-80. We're back with it, y'all. 71-80. 10 minutes to go in the third. Crazy game going on right now. Who will survive this matchup? Josh Green, 15 points, 4 fouls. So they accumulating these fouls. They got to slow this down. It's a series of mistakes by the Charlotte Hornets. They need to slow these mistakes down. Still a 9-point game. They're right there. There we go. Karis LeVert. Oh, let's go. Oh, then they couldn't force the turnover. There goes Jerome. Jerome been cooking all night. What are they calling? They calling the foul. What happened? Look like Jerome. What the hell just happened here? I'm trying to figure out what they calling. Yeah, this been a crazy game. It's 71-80. Here goes Mobley operating on the baseline, and he couldn't convert it, but Jaron Allen was there for the putback. So the Cleveland's bigs is just killing the Charlotte Hornets. Lamelo Ball has it. He's operating on the baseline. Lamelo Ball up and under. That's good. So Charlotte, they should know what they have to do, to be successful. Here goes Garland. Garland takes a screen right there from Allen. Darius Garland moving and grooving. Lamelo picking up Garland, and Garland getting aggressive, and he turns it over. So Lamelo forces a turnover on Darius Garland. Darius Garland just travels, so the Hornets are down 9. So Melo just needs to stay on Garland. That's probably what needs to be the answer there. Slow his ass down. Cleveland got 9 turnovers. Believe it or not, Charlotte is standing in striking distance. If they could just, break through, they get right in it. Here goes Bridges with 3. Good. See that right there. Let's go, Miles. And Cleveland look like they're getting a timeout. It's 76-82. Charlotte is fighting and fighting and fighting. Dex, what you think, man? Charlotte is cutting into this lead. They're right there. What's your thoughts on this game?
Well, listen, I like what I'm seeing from Charlotte. They're showing bite, they're showing fight, and Miles Bridges, like I expected, is starting to wake up for the second half. Like,
Yeah, most definitely, man. I completely agree with you. I love what I'm seeing from LaMelo. Miles is getting active with these threes. I want to see Miles continue to take it into the paint. I want to see another guy get aggressive too. Hopefully, it's Brandon Miller. I want to see him just up the intensity because they're gonna need it. LaMelo has been doing it all. And I know that's just sentiment. Let's get this game close. Let's to the fourth quarter. Let's roll the dice. Let give Melo a shot. Let's cut it to 5. Let's get it down to a certain distance where let's tie it up. If they tie this game going into the fourth, I'm ready to say it's going to be the Charlotte Hornets winning this game. The Charlotte Hornets could very well get this win streak over and done with. They really screwed up when they sat down, Donovan Mitchell. That was a key, situation where I think they're going to go back and kick themselves when this is over and done with. The Charlotte Hornets, this is not the Hornets of yesterday. They do play with a different level of intensity, a different level of aggressiveness. Miles is back. LaMelo is healthy. So you just listen. Just keep the game close. That's all I'm going to tell you. If this game is close, all hell going to break loose. Just remember you heard it here first at Flight Sports TV. Salute to all y'all in the chat right now. Salute to all my LaMelo Ball fans all around the world. Salute to my crazy Melo fans. Speaking of Melo, they got Carmelo in the commercial now with Corona. He in the commercial with Eli Manning. That's ill. I hardly get a chance to look at these commercials and ads and shit. 2 New York legends. Nonetheless, this is going to be a good game. I'm very excited. Melo versus Garland. Who is the king of the East at the point guard position? These are the 2 best point guards in the East, period. Dex, can you agree with that? These are the top 2 point guards in the East?
well, it depends on what you mean by top point guard.
Right now.
Like in totality, what I'm saying? Like scoring, rebounds, like across the board, or just because you still got Trey Young out there, and he's not too far off from their winning record to some of these other teams that's well below the Cleveland Cavaliers. So
shout out Trey.
Yeah, so it remains to be seen, but if I had a choice, I'm going to take Lamelo Ball overall.
Yes, but they got another break. Cleveland turned it over 76-82. Here we go. Lamelo, he kicks it out to Martin. Martin on the baseline. Martin kicks it out to Grant Williams. The Grant Williams to the cup. They kick it out to Bridges. Come on, Miles. Miles. Good boy. Cody Martin couldn't get the upper under. What the hell, Cody?
Flight. Flight.
Oh, Big defensive play.
Uh-oh,
Oh, here goes
Flight.
Lamelo. Lamelo for three. Cash. Cash. It's 78, it's 79, 82. Hold on, Dex. You're gonna make me happy. You're a little too ahead. I'm gonna have to refresh my screen now. Dex telling me, uh-oh. It's going down, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Charlotte Hornets. We live with it. Here we go. Jerome, he missed it. Here goes Lamelo. He has it. Lord have mercy. Oh, don't tell me this. Lamelo. Oh, Lamelo, he pump faking these threes. Lamelo all the way to the cup. They kick it out to Brandon Miller for three. Missed it. Come on. This is what I told you, Dex. We needed something to see something from Brandon Miller. Miller ain't hit nothing. Let's go. Here we go. Mobley has it. They kick it out to Darius Garland. Garland in the mid-range, and it's good. Somebody got to pick up Garland right there. They just letting Garland get a little too loose. It's 79-84. Pause. Here goes Lamelo. He's crossing half court. They kick it out to Brandon Miller. They give it out to Cody Martin for three. Cody Martin couldn't convert the three ball. Rebounded by Allen. See, this is a crucial point right here for Charlotte. They can't let this game just fall apart right here. Garland, he missed it, but Jared Allen gets the putback. And I like what Charles Lee did. Just call a quick timeout because you was just right there. Damn, they're about to take the lead. And now they're about to push it back to 10. Let's slow it down right quick. Let's talk. What do you think about this timeout, Dex?
Yeah, I think it's a great timeout. I think it's a great timeout. Time for reinforcement. Time to recalibrate his stratagem and put some guys out there on the floor that could man the restricted area. Sometimes you don't have to be talented, but you need the height. And he's trusting Grant Williams, but Grant Williams is just too small for this team. You got. It's all about matchups in the NBA. And you just got to put T.J. Salon out there, roll the dice. You have nothing to lose. You're playing the best team in the NBA, and put Musa Diabate out there, and just go with the height, go with the flow. Because both of these young men, Musa as well as Terror Squad, both of them can run up and down that court like gazelles. So it's not like it's going to be. It's not like it's going to be lumbering some for these guys, and they're going to be moving with iron feet. No, these guys are light-footed and they can run.
Yeah, John, I agree with that, Dax. He said they running up and down like gazelles. But TJ, he got a future in this league, period. They just got, listen, you throw a guy out there, he can only get better. And I like what they're doing with TJ. They picked him high. Let's hope he can figure this thing out, offensively. He's not shy. He will let the ball go up. He just got a lot of energy. LaMelo Ball cooking, king of the fourth quarter, is about to go down. I told you to get the popcorn, get the butter, because it's about to get wild.
Now, I hope Charles Lee is listening to us, Flight. You know what I'm saying? I think you need to remove Grant Williams and remove Cody Martin.
Talk to him.
John Salon.
Talk to him.
Say it again.
No, I'm just listening to you. I said talk to him.
Yeah. Move Grant Williams and move Cody Martin and put T. John Salon, Terrence Squad, and put Musa Diabate and let it roll for the rest of this third quarter and see what it do. Because you're already coming in as a overwhelming underdog, so you're playing with house money. So don't try to overcoach to try to make yourself more important. Put in, match up, and let them go.
Yeah, I agree with that. Only time will tell. Big time, play right there. From the Charlotte Hornets, man. This is how you creep back into a game. This is how you sneak up on this team. I believe in LaMelo. I believe in the Hornets, believe it or not. But they're making a lot of idiotic plays. When you got Martin down there with an up and under, a clear layup for a putback, and you miss it. These are the points that that mess things up in the fourth quarter when shit get crucial. You're like, damn, we wish we would have had that. You can't miss these layups.
He did almost. Coach Lee did a little bit something right, but he still got Grant Williams in the game, and I think that's gonna hurt him. And then only that, he take out Brandon Miller and put in Steph Curry. So not only did you get smaller, you got scoring deficiency in there as well against Jared Allen, Darius Garland, Wade, Naeem, and LeVert.
Yeah, they got the rookie on Jared Allen. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. But Martin was able to get to the line. He's going to the line for 2, so that helps. Just get to the free throw line. You gotta do what's working. Bottom line is the answer. You ain't gonna win it all right now. But man, they got Martin missing free throws. So you got missed layups, missed free throws. You know, this is how you beat yourself. You know, period. You know, they gotta wake up. They facing the Cavaliers in the
They're
lane.
only down 7 flight, so they're within
Down
striking
6
distance.
now.
Yeah. And so they're within striking distance.
That was 80 to 86, 6:20 to go in the third.
Oh my God, I spoke too soon.
Garland. They kick it out to Niang for 3. Good. Niang cuts it to 9. God damn it.
That was Wade. I think that was Dean Wade.
Okay. You sure? Oh, Melo for 3. Good. Oh, Melo.
It's a 6-point.
Yes. It's 83, 89. What is Garland going to do with it? Don't tell me Garland going up for a 3. Garland like, I better not forget about me. Then you got Jaron Allen. See, they ain't got no big man. This is
exactly. You see what I was saying earlier about putting in that height matchup? He kept Grant Williams out there. Oh, Lamelo turned the ball over. Egregious.
Oh, man.
That's why it's important to play matchups. Why would you go smaller against a team that is so formidable? They're undefeated. Match up with them and then see what happens.
I agree. It's 83-91.
Charles Lee got a spy flight. Charles Lee has a spy in Flight Sports TV. There's a spook that's set behind the door for Charles Lee.
Yeah. Big time 3 ball from Cleveland. God damn it. They can't stop these threes. These threes just raining.
Yeah, they don't have the talent. They don't have the. But Charles Lee did everything that I suggested. LaMelo Ball, Diabonte, Tajon Salon, but they got Cody Martin.
Melo with a 3. Melo keeps shooting that 3. Shout out Purple. It's 86-94. 4:40 to go in the third. And it was Darius. Garland with it. Shaking and baking. Garland in the mid-range. Off. Rebounded by Jaron Allen. Jaron Allen's fouled. God damn it. It's 86.
But see, that's where I'm sorry, Flight. That's where the problem is you got too many small players out there. You need to get Brandon Miller back into this game. Now, if you want to have Cody Martin in, okay, cool. If you want to have Steph Curry in, okay, cool. But get Brandon Miller back into this game because you need the length. Pause.
Yeah, I agree with you. What's up, Purple?
Hello.
What's going on? Who you got in this game?
You ain't gonna like my.
Oh, wow.
Well, I ain't no fool.
There's a lot of time left. I mean, shit. Cool. I still got Charlotte. There's a lot of time left. It ain't over. Shit, it's only 4:30 to go in the third. Jared Allen, we got a 10-point game. It's 86-96.
They need to score right here, Flight. They need to score right here, Flight.
Yes.
And
they were making runs all
game.
Yeah. There we go. LaMelo Ball has it. Screen coming. LaMelo Ball all the way to the cup, and he couldn't convert it. Cody Martin
threw that shit.
What happened? Melo all the way to the cup. Wow.
Not in my house.
Well, somebody's hurt. Somebody's hurt. Dax Wade is hurt. Hopefully he's all right.
Okay, just get the broom out there and sweep him to the side. Let's go.
Well.
Wow. Crazy game. Unbelievable game tonight.
Why is he taking Musa out the game, Flight?
I don't know. You need that. You need him out there. I like this dude Devontae, man. Pause. This dude's nice.
I'm telling you the lineup that will win this game, Flight. LaMelo Ball, T.J. Salon,
That's right.
what's his name? Brandon Miller,
Mm-hmm.
Moosaw, and you can have Miles Bridges out there if you want. Miles Bridges can be interchangeable with Grant Williams. It doesn't matter.
Right.
But you need to put your tallest players and your most athletic players. Those are your most athletic players, right? Lamelo Ball, Salon, Diabate, Miller, and either Miles or Grant can play the
Right.
four.
Right. I agree with you, Purple. Dex has been real critical on Coach Charles Lee. What do you think about his rotations? Have you been evaluating that? How do you feel about Charles Lee thus far? And is Dex
Uh,
jumping the gun?
I mean, I felt like there was some positive signs as far as, as a team them playing defense. But once again, it's the effort thing and the coaches thing. But that's the only thing I'm critically like. He can only do so much with injuries and stuff like that, and his bigs ultimately not being healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. So you think Dex might be taking it a little too far?
No, he's right to judge.
Oh wow. I agree. But Charles, just give him some time, But you are right, though. I like what you said about the injuries. Wait till they bring in back Williams, whenever that is, and then you got Debate and all these, and then you got Richards, and their rotation is just ridiculous in the front court. They got like
I mean,
Grant
flight
is
in
the center
purple,
now.
but flight in purple. The
Hmm?
injuries is one thing, right? The
Hmm.
injuries is one thing, and enough said about the injuries. So I concede to that. Charlotte is not at their best, right? Because they do
Hmm.
have critical players and pivotal players that's out that would be an important impact. But when you got what you have to coach it like you want the most out of them. You can't coach it like, eh, maybe you, maybe not you. You understand what I'm saying? You got to show confidence and match up with your opposition in a
Right.
way where your team knows you're trying to do best.
And then they was playing Taj Gibson so much he had to sit his ass down. They're gonna send Taj Gibson to an early retirement.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I-
they can
Charles
send that man
Taj
to the
Gibson, hold
hallway.
on, man. I didn't come here for all this. I came here to mentor.
Yeah. Play
They
them
got this
youngsters.
motherfucker playing.
You know what I'm saying? Play. I know he told that coach, man, play them youngsters, man. What you doing?
Yeah, now he finally sitting down. Taj was getting overused. They
And
gonna
then
fucking hurt Taj
Blood
another
Gibson.
blood
thing,
pressure high,
They're gonna get
sugar.
Taj Gibson hurt. What kind of
another
shit is this?
another thing I noticed
What happened?
was outside of injuries,
Uh,
it made me think of something, because the conversation has been had, with these grown men, about how do you hold people responsible as a coach or as an organization, your players. Like suspensions, you can only suspend players so many times or do things so many times because the league got this rule where the superstars got to play and all this other stuff, or star players need to play and whatever. So it just make me think of that. Like, okay, how can he truly? I don't think Seth is giving him no problems or Grant, but if they ever did step out of line and he's like, "You're not playing tonight," or "You're missing an assignment, so you need to sit down for a couple of plays or a couple of minutes." Like, it just made me think about that because when Dex said he sat down for 7 minutes the other day, I didn't really think nothing about it until I heard somebody having a conversation. I was like, it's a double-edged sword when coaches do hold the star players, accountable, or the superstar players accountable, and they put them on the bench, and they go with guys that's doing the things the right way. There's blowback and consequence to every action.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but you can't put. I agree with that to an extent, but you can't put Lamelo on the bench for that long. I don't care how many slip ups that he may have, or how many assignments that he so-called air quote miss. Those people that saying that Charles Lee is justified for that, they're ignoramus. There's no way you can keep a job in the NBA putting your superstar on the bench for that length of time in not one quarter but two quarters.
I know that's why. Basically, the conversation was about Luca. I think they played the Kings, no, the Jazz, and the Jazz beat them. and stuff, and they was like, "Yo, Luca just should he have been on the bench and stuff like that, knowing that he's not the best of, defensive player." And it made me think, like, LeBron's never on the bench, not as
Oh,
far as what I could ever remember. Carmelo Anthony, same thing. I mean, it was talked about how these guys had to get better at certain aspects, but Allen Iverson was never on the bench for his defense. I was, there's a litany of guys. Steph Curry not being a real good defender, but never on the bench. So, like I said, a double-edged sword.
yeah, Mobley just knocked this guy Brandon Miller, just knocked the holy hell out of him. Thank God they got the offensive foul right there. Believe it or
And
not, Charlotte's running striking distance is 91-99. Miller has it. Miller kicks it to Meaches. Come on, Meaches, you had a wide open layup. Hey, Bridges all the way to the cut. Oh my goodness! Come on, they got the score. They just Meaches gave up a wide open layup. Oh man, Miller scores a mid range. Good. They wanted to travel on Lamelo right there. Kenny Atkinson is pissed. Here we go.
oh my God, not staying the smell.
6 point game. We got Lamelo. They kick it out. Here goes Brandon Miller with a wild miss three. Here goes Jerome. Somebody got to pick up Jerome. It's time to play him like he really serious. You got LeVert. They kick it to Junior. Mobley's out there. Here we go. Oh, crazy play. The crazy play right now. Here goes Lamelo. He's just clamoring for the play. What is it, about to challenge something? We got a timeout right now. It's 93-99. So you got a game getting real close headed into the fourth quarter. Melo, what was it, a headbutt or something? Let me see what just happened here. It looked like they want to call a foul on Lamelo. Lamelo hit him in the head. Or they think the ball went out on Lamelo. So they're reviewing something. We got to get this thing right. This game is too close. Slim Can Hoop says Kenny Atkinson, didn't he pass up on the Hornets job? He sure did.
Yep.
Yep, he left their ass on the 1 yard line. It is what it is. That's why this will be even better for LaMelo to just stick it to the Cleveland Cavaliers tonight. That's another aspect of things. I did touch on that earlier in the stream. That's why they ended up getting Steve Clifford. Steve Clifford was never supposed to be the coach. They had Atkinson. Atkinson basically reneged, and they had to go and get a bridge coach. So it is what it is.
Right.
Let me see if this ball went out on LaMelo. Now the ball went out on dude. That dude Jerome. That's crazy. You think the Hornets can pull this out?
Anything is possible.
We got fourth quarter Melo in full effect. That's gonna be key. 93-99. This game is getting closer and closer and closer, y'all.
I see the Fresh Prince of Belize still vouching for Dan Antoni.
Yeah, I agree. I wanted D'Antoni as the coach. I think D'Antoni would have been good for LaMelo.
Where he been at?
Who, Mike D'Antoni?
Yep.
Shit, I don't know.
D'Antoni's on a milk carton somewhere.
Yeah, Coach D'Antoni.
Have you seen this guy? If you have, please report.
Coach Mike.
No, nobody wants Dan Antonio because he didn't get a job nowhere. He couldn't even get the Washington job.
So do you think he wanted the Washington job?
Man, that man, he probably want anything that can keep his name relevant so he can get another good gig.
And you know what's crazy?
What?
This would have been the perfect era for him to coach in.
Yep.
He gonna get another job probably.
The man is 70-some years old. Like,
Well, he didn't officially retire.
I don't think he wants to.
George Karl was an old coach.
When did he?
I ain't gonna like you just seen what happened with dude with Pop. Motherfucker was hospitalized.
That's what I'm saying. So maybe the league, like, that's what you call an insurance problem.
Yeah.
When you got men that have aged out, but they're there because the popularity and what they have done for the league, that is a high quality insurance problem for the NBA. And now they have to pay his medical bills.
Meech's just hit a 3. We got a 3-point game, y'all. We ain't done. It's 96-99. LaMelo Ball about to rip the fucking jugular vein out. There we go. Oh, man, but they got a foul. Was that Melo foul?
Yep, Melo foul. The Melo foul, yeah.
They fouled Jerome. That was a bad foul. You just didn't need that. You just give up the 2 points. I mean.
Yep, I think is that 3 or 4 on LaMelo?
I don't know. I'm listening to the shit on mute. I'm watching though. It's 96-101.
Yeah, Cleveland won the race to 100. That's for sure.
Yeah, Jerome.
They got 100 in the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean Charlotte ain't right behind.
That's what I'm saying. They're right behind.
This a big play right here.
Get it.
A second.
Get the Hornets, right? It's a tie ball game. Going into the fourth. What do they do? Shout out to
Bridges, big time 3 from Miles. Big time 3 ball from Miles Bridges, ladies and gentlemen. It's 99-102. This game is over. Book it. It's going to LaMelo Ball and the Charlotte Hornets. I'm saying it now. I told Purple when she rolled up in here, Purple said she had the Cleveland Cavaliers. I know it looked very convincing at the time. Purple, I know you feeling a little woozy right about now. You see what's going on with these Charlotte Hornets. LaMelo Ball, king of the fourth. What the hell is going on?
Like I said, I still got you.
Oh, Purple, there you go. Listen, let me do this, man. Let me do this. Scratch that off the record. Listen, I want the jurors to scratch that off the record of what Purple Baby said or didn't say. Scratch it. It didn't exist. Listen, the Charlotte Hornets is where they want to be. 102-99. They have yet to cross over the 100-point threshold, but they will. But Charlotte was down 16 points at one point. They have been scrapping. They have been scraping. They have been kicking, trying to make something happen. And guess what? We are where we want to be in the fourth quarter, on the road. Best team in the NBA. They just cracked the record of all-time wins to start a season consecutively. And the Charlotte Hornets is only down by 3 with a healthy LaMelo Ball, king of the fourth. This is where it begins.
Yes.
Where it starts right here in the fourth quarter. This is what we've been waiting on. This is why the Charlotte Hornets and the Cleveland Cavaliers is on national TV.
You know what's crazy, Jake?
We got the Fresh Prince of Belize in the building.
You know what's so crazy about this game to me? This tells me a lot about Cleveland because I don't believe in Cleveland at all. I think they big pretenders, but
I don't believe in Cleveland either. I remember when they was hot, and I remember the Knicks they beat them. The Knicks gave them a gentleman's suite, So I just think it's up to Mobley and Allen. Are they grown men now? Because I think Garland, like right now, Garland got 16 points. Like they're gonna be able to get shut down. Like you'll be able to slow their ass down in the playoffs. Like Garland only got 16 points tonight, and Melo got 24. So imagine the playoffs when they put somebody like Bridges on them or something, or OG. But keep going.
But
Shout out to Trent.
Shout out to Trent, legendary Trent.
Y'all can
It's
hear
fourth
me?
quarter mellow time. You know what time it is. Fresh Prince with the deal.
Hell yeah, you know I had to pull up for the fourth quarter, man. I
Oh,
was sitting, being quiet,
so who
just
you got
watching
this
the
game?
game.
Who gonna win this game?
Come on, man. I told y'all from the beginning, we breaking that streak. The Hornets is breaking the streak. I already told everybody from the gate. I'm mad I honestly ain't put money on it like I was supposed to because I
Oh,
really knew I had a feeling they was gonna come and they were gonna shut it down. Cause you gotta understand, like this how my take is. Like whenever I watch players from his draft start to go off, I go, yeah, Lamelo coming for them. Garland is not gonna be he's not going Melo was not having that tonight. Remember, I said he's not having it tonight.
oh,
Fourth quarter, Melo's going off. Put a fork in it. It's done.
I
Put a
agree.
fork in it.
Jerome just made an and one. He's headed to the line for 2 free throws. How many points you got Melo scoring in this fourth quarter? What you think, Blaze?
I feel like it depends what he may need. He may not need to get a full 12, but I would say anywhere between 8 and 12 or 7 and 12. 7 and 12 is fine.
Put in
He
the
Seven
won't
and
get
chat
12.
right
12.
now. How many points Melo gonna score this quarter? Dex, how many points Melo gonna score this quarter?
14.
Oh wow. Okay. We got. What about you, Purple? How many points?
I'm going 10.
10. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go 15. Fuck it. I'm gonna go out on the limb. We got
You
Meech.
stretching it, like Paul.
Word, that's fact. Meech, but we gonna fuck up everything when Meech is throwing up shit like this. You got Charles clapping on the 24-second shot clock violation. It's 99-105. It's 11:20 to go, and it's going back to Cleveland. We got this guy Ty Jerome out here playing like he is just the
The
second.
next thing.
Yeah, we got Josh Green on him. Uh-oh. Karis LeVert, corner 3, he missed it. Charlotte get a break. Here goes Miles Bridges. He's crossing half court to give it to Grant Williams. Grant Williams all the way to the cup. That was a grown man move, Dax. It was a grown man move. It's 101, 105. It's 10:50 to go on the fourth. Let's go, Charlotte. Here goes Niang. Niang all the way to the cup. He's blocked. Come on, Charlotte. Oh, man. There's no answer for this guy Mobley. Evan Mobley. There's no answer for him. Let's go. Here goes Bridges. Come on, Miles. Miles Bridges, top of the key 3, off. See, Miles getting too trigger happy, but they get the rebound. Here goes Charlotte. Brandon Miller has it. Meeches has it right now. We got Jerome on Meeches. Here comes the screen with Josh Green. Meeches operating in the mid-range, and the ball is stripped out of bounds, but it is Charlotte's basketball. Hornets down 6, 101, 107, 10-19 to go in the fourth quarter. It is a whole lot of basketball to be played. Shout out to Twin with 13. So it's going to be a hell of a matchup tonight. Here we go. Here goes my man Meeches. Then we got foul. Look like Karis LeVert fouled Grant Williams. So the Hornets catch a break right there. What will they do? You know, they got to do something. They got to buckle down defensively, as well. They got to get these stops. It's not about trading baskets. The Hornets could very well beat them tonight. I don't think people understand that. This winning streak is thoroughly on the line, and LaMelo ain't even in this game yet. I'm telling you. If you don't know, somebody need to talk to Adam Silver. Somebody need to call Mr. Adam Silver and say the Cleveland Cavaliers winning streak is officially on the line. Because when LaMelo Ball get in this game, it shit better not be tied. If it's tied, we might as well wrap this thing up. Here goes Grant Williams. But all these silly turnovers. Come on, man. That was a silly turnover right there by the Charlotte Hornets. See, they're going to mess up everything playing like this. Cody Martin and Grant Williams had a miscommunication. Here goes Karis LeVert. Shout out to my man Chuck Morris with the $10 super chat. This is an amazing game. Absolutely. You already know what it is. We appreciate you for your $10 super chat, man. It goes a long way. Here we go. Here goes Karis LeVert. They kick it out to Junior. Ty Jerome. And then we got out of bounds. Unbelievable. It's 101, 107. Crazy play. This game is unbelievable, and I'm telling you now, the Hornets are going to fool around and win it. That's gonna make it even more the better. Here we go. Josh Green has it. He's crossing half court. They kick it out to Brandon Miller. Back to Josh Green. Back to Miller. Brandon Miller with it. In the mid-range. Off. Rebounded by my man, pardon me, by Mobley. They kick it to Jerome. 3-ball. Cash. Who was that? Who the hell was that? Niang or Jerome? All these motherfuckers look alike. Who number does
Niang. That's Niang.
Yeah. Man. And
That
now
hurt.
this thing up to Melo Robert.
That hurt.
How
Now,
bad?
now, with all said, see, I was being quiet because you think I'm overly criticizing Charles Lee. Lamelo ain't supposed to be on the bench that long, like he was only supposed to get a 2-minute break and get back into the game. You keep rolling the dice. This guy must be a riverboat gambler or something.
Nah, that's a fact, though. That's a fact. Because now you're putting a lot of pressure on him that wasn't needed. Because as you said, like that was the bad play. But if Lamelo was in control of the ball, he could have changed the algorithm of that play. So, yeah, I see what you're saying, Dex.
Yeah, man, this is a crazy game so far.
But I'm gonna be quiet because Flight always get on me because he think I'm trying to bash Coach Lee and the Hornets. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to put a sock in my mouth, but it's just hard to watch.
And then it's tough.
bad
It's tough when
directional
you
basketball.
And then it's tough when you got a player that wants to play. Like he lets it be known, like he wants to play as much minutes. Like he don't want to be on the bench. So if you got a player like that, it's like, why keep him on the bench, bro? Just let him, like, you know what I mean? Respectfully, just let him play.
But
As
I
long as he's
understand him
healthy.
going to. Yeah, but I understand in this game coming into the fourth. I understand why Charles put him on the bench. That's why I have nothing to say about that, right? Even though we know LaMelo's the king of the fourth, it's because sometimes you have to protect the player from himself. LaMelo got a couple of cheap fouls in that third quarter, so we had to probably calm him down a little bit, let him watch the game flow. But he kept rolling the dice and thinking that Cleveland's just going to keep missing shots. No, you got LaMelo's 2-minute break. Okay, he's recalibrated. Get LaMelo ass back out there so he can curate that offense because he's a damn good general on the floor.
Most definitely, man. I completely agree with you there, Dax.
And Belize and Purple Baby and Flight. Watch. I bet you LaMelo gets back out on the court after this ATO.
Of course. If not, it's diabolical.
He is sitting down a little too long.
I guarantee you he put him in after this timeout. I'm willing to bet $25 LaMelo gets on the court. Anybody want to call my bluff?
Nah, I don't want to call your bluff because if he don't put him back in, then
The
it's
way Charles
diabolical.
been playing. I mean, the way Charles been coaching. You never know, Dax.
All right, Flight called it. Call
No,
Flight.
I didn't
Flight
call
called
it.
it.
I didn't
Flight
call
called
it.
it. Flight
I
called
didn't
it, Dex.
call it. I
Flight
said
called
you
it.
never
Flight.
call
Flight called 17, Dex.
Unbelievable. But Melo is back in the game. That's the first sight I seen that.
I mean, it's cool. It's not. I watch too much basketball.
Yeah, Melo is in the game.
Yeah, LaMelo. It gotta be. There's the way how the game.
But here we go. It's a 9 point. What is it, 9 points? Yeah.
But it could have been 5.
Yeah. Here we go. B Mill with it. They kick it to LaMelo. What is Melo gonna do with it? Melo in the mid range, in and out. Rebounded by Jared Allen. Here goes Ty Jerome. I don't know if that's Jerome or Niang. That was Jerome. Now Niang has
Niang. That's Niang.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on, Grant. Let's go, baby.
Let's go. They kick it out to Martin. Grant Williams all the way to the cup. Grown man move from Grant Williams. See? There you go. Y'all sleeping on Grant Williams. It's 103, 110. 8:30 to go in the fourth quarter. It's going down. Here we go. Karis LeVert with it. Karis LeVert. Crazy. Look like I have to slow things down now. It's 103, 110. Charlotte is right there in striking distance, y'all. You know, LaMelo is about to get active. Darius Garland is in the game. This is exactly what I thought. It's going to be a showdown between LaMelo and Garland. I'm pretty sure Cleveland, they're going to rely on their team collectively as a unit.
Let's go, Hornets.
Yeah, you got to.
Let's go, Hornets.
Yeah.
Go, Hornets.
Crazy game. We got 3-ball. Jerome off. Rebounded by Cody Martin. Big time board. Here goes LaMelo Ball. He's crossing half court. LaMelo, he's shaking and baking on Garland. LaMelo all the way to the cup, and it's good. The king of the fourth quarter is on the board. That's 2 points, y'all. It's
Bucket
105.
on Garland, though. Like I told you, I watched that matchup.
Garland too small. You know Garland gonna try to get him back.
Of course.
Kicks it to LeVert. But I think Garland gonna rely on his team. Karis LeVert, the Josh, pardon me, Jared Allen, all these Joshes and Jarretts, and but it's crazy. Jared Allen is going to the line.
Wow.
You know the weakness of the
Wow.
Hornets in the center position.
Wow.
He can't make free throws anyway, though, so you good.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
It's not the center position though; it's their front court.
completely.
Foul is on LaMelo though.
That's 4.
Wow. This is dangerous territory right now.
Yeah, he can't pick up another one.
Wow. Why is you fouling LaMelo? You see, I don't understand this right here.
LaMelo gets too eager too. He gets too eager.
Oh,
We gotta give him props. He's been a lot more effective defensively.
Yeah, but on Jared Allen though, Flight? On Jared Allen? Come on, Flight. Don't do that.
I mean, sometimes you win some, you lose some, Dax. I mean,
Not on Jared Allen. I mean, the man is 7 foot.
right.
You ain't gonna block that.
Oh, Melo
got no leapers.
He missed it. Josh secures the ball. Oh my! What the hell is he passing it to?
Yeah, LaMelo chunky.
Who ball is that? I know it's Cleveland ball. No, it's not. Who ball is that? That was some ugly shit. Somebody had to knock that out of bounds. Yeah, it's Cleveland. It's Charlotte ball.
LaMelo's 10 for 28 tonight. 5 for 15 from 3.
15 threes.
LaMelo from deep. LaMelo launching these bitches from deep.
Him and Brandon, they just launching shit. Brandon 3 for 11.
Karis LeVert wide open corner 3.
But all the statistics say that that's an efficient and effective shot. You shoot it until you make it.
Yeah.
LaMelo all the way to the cup. LaMelo going. Let's go, Martin to Miller. Miller for 3. He missed. What the hell? Charlotte can't.
I miss the days where if the lane was open, that they took it to the lane and went to the free throw line.
I know. Yeah. Come on, Charlotte. You got this, baby.
Yeah.
Down 7. Let's go Hornets.
105, 112,
Let's
6.
go Hornets.
There goes Garland. Garland, no look pass. There goes LaMelo. LaMelo has it. He's crossing half court. LaMelo, split the double. Good aggressive play from LaMelo.
Yes, we get the foul. Okay.
Yeah, let's get to the line. They're playing a little too overzealous, man.
Wait a minute. Did he taking Brandon Miller off the game?
You know, I told you. You probably want to give him a quick rest. Charles crazy. Miller sitting down.
Let's see how this turn out.
Trent says, Coach Lee, come on, damn. So Trent not feeling what Charles doing. Here goes Josh. They kick it to Grant. Grant was for 3. Come on, Grant. He missed it. Rebounded by Evan Mobley. Here comes Darius Garland. He's shaking and baking. Darius Garland picked up by Josh Green. Here comes a screen with Jared Allen. Here goes Darius Garland all the way to the cup, and it's good. So you're getting Garland active. He's just calm, cool, and collective. He ain't pressing. Here goes Melo. They kick it out 2 Bridges back to LaMelo. Darius Garland is on LaMelo to kick it out to Martin. Martin mid-range, and that's good. So it's 107-114. The Hornets continue to stay right at striking distance. I think if a run here, a run there, they could be right there. So they just need to stay right here where they're at.
I would just like to point out, I think they're trying to get Cody Martin's trade value up. So when they put him on the trade value, what's the name? They could get enough for him. But if a team fall for that, they crazy as hell.
Wow. It's 107-114. Crazy play right now.
So this is where Lamelo has to show his maturation on defense because they only down 7, well within striking distance, and Lamelo has 4 fouls. Coach Lee is trusting him out on the floor.
Yep. It's 107-114. Big time block there by Martin. Here goes Lamelo. He's crossing half court. Lamelo shaking and baking. They kick it out to Martin to Lamelo. Lamelo ball. It's a foul now. 107-114. 5:03 to go on the fourth. Unbelievable matchup. Big time block there by Cody Martin. That was a grown man block over Garland. Just want to give LaMelo a chance. And Grant Williams couldn't convert it. It's 107-114. Here goes Darius Garland. Josh Green picking up Darius Garland. 4:50 to go on the fourth. Screen and roll with Jared Allen. Darius Garland moving and grooving. Garland all the way to the cup, and it's good. Darius Garland, big time points right there. There we go. Martin kicks it out to Bridges for 3. He missed it. They keep finding Bridges right there in that corner 3. I hate that 3 from Bridges. Bridges, he's shooting way more threes than ever before. Here goes Miles Bridges. LaMelo all the way to the cup, and he gets nearly stripped. Melo, he got to regroup. Karis LeVert on Melo. LaMelo back to Bridges. Bridges going all the way to the cup, and he scores it. That was a grown man move for Miles. It's 109-116. Hornets right there. There's 4 minutes to go on the fourth. It could be worse. They're down 7. They're right there. Here goes Garland. This would be a big stop right here if they can get it. They're bringing back Brandon Miller now, Dex. Here goes Garland. Garland got LaMelo on him. Here comes the screen with Karis LeVert. LaMelo picking up Darius Garland. Darius Garland all the way to the cup, and he's fouled. If you just breathe on Darius Garland right now, he could be picking up the foul. This is ridiculous. He didn't foul him. That's 5. Damn, Dex, that's 5. So they hunting him down. So Melo know he can't do nothing now. So that's their plan. Keep putting Melo under pressure. So slow his aggressiveness down with these fouls. What are you gonna do, Dex?
Well, and like they say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Lamelo know better. He should.
Yeah. How does he go about his play now?
Just try to stay in front of him. If the guy get by you, your front court will have to,
What front court?
They should know this. It doesn't matter. Let them get the foul. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, I can hold the guy for a little bit until you recover, and then get my back, and you get the foul. How many fouls?
Melo's in foul trouble, ladies and gentlemen. 5 fouls for Melo, and it's 3:35 to go in the fourth. Here goes LaMelo. LaMelo going all the way to the cup. They kick it out to Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller nearly loses it. Miles gets it. Grant Williams pump fakes a 3. Grant Williams, it was a near turnover, but it is Charlotte basketball. It's 109-118. So Charlotte was fighting, and it's like looks like they're gonna let this game slip away. I hope that's not the case.
See, this is where you scold your backcourt. I mean, not your backcourt, your front court, because this needs to be preached to the Melo Ball that when you get 3 fouls, don't foul no more until 2 minutes to go into the fourth quarter.
I think, because I would agree with this. The biggest part of Cleveland, that's their weakness, is their backcourt. So it's like I can see the approach for tonight game, like put a lot of pressure on the perimeter for Darius and them to guard it because they're not good defensively. But damn,
well,
I mean, look at this guy, Ty Jerome. This guy just came out of a plume of smoke. You know what I'm saying? From a magician wand, and look what he's doing. Did you just hear what I said? This guy came from a plume of smoke from a magician wand, and look what this guy's doing tonight. And he probably would never have a game like this again this season.
Nope. Cleveland is like that. Charlotte can't stop him. I don't know what's
It's
going
about
on?
effort, like Purple Baby said earlier. It's about effort. You know who's killing you. Stop the bleeding. Put a Band-Aid on it. You follow what I'm saying? Or put
Yeah,
somebody in there. If Charlotte wasn't soft, it would be a given. All you have to do is point toward the end of your bench. Okay, you got two. Make them count. That's all you have to say. And that guy knows what the hell you talking about. You feel me? You understand what I'm trying to say?
I
You
agree.
go to the end of your bench and say you got two. You got two fouls. Make them count and make sure you hit the target. Because that's what they do to Lamelo. That's what they do to a lot of up and coming stars in the league. But they soft and they not coached that way. See, Ime Udoka, this dude would never have a game like this. Once he got 10, 11 points, oh, hell no. Not him. You know, this ain't Spider-Man. This ain't Darius Garland. This ain't Evan Mobley. No, not him. They would have been done put a hit out on this dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, my take on this is strictly that, like, yeah, I'm gonna blame the coach because they should have had Lamelo in a little bit earlier to try to get things going, and now at the end he was fighting it out, and it didn't work out for him
I mean,
because they were closer in the beginning of the quarter, so they let the lead expand too far out.
Good call, man. They got to figure this shit out, man.
Yeah, believe he has to be able to read the room better. You follow what I'm saying? And this is something that Coach Charles may have struggled with early on in his tenure as Charlotte head coach in his inaugural season. He's just off from reading the room. The pendulum is not where it's supposed to be when it's time for him to make his move. He just minutes or even seconds off.
2 plays off, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a play or 2 off, like, yeah,
but
like
this ain't only thing I disagree because I don't know how many timeouts they had left. I used to think like that too, and I have to realize this is not football where like you can constantly sub in and out without a timeout. There has to be a stoppage in play, and stuff in order to get guys in
which
and
is
out.
why the fourth
You
going
can
into the
call timeout
fourth,
whenever you want to, as long as you
but
have
that
to.
I understand, but I'm
but
saying
going
like
into the fourth, you should have came with Lamelo to start your offense. Like
so. I'm gonna
that's
ask you, what time did he sit down in the third quarter? Well, how many minutes left in the third quarter did he sit down? Because he got to sit down sometime. Like,
He sat down at the end of the third quarter, going into the fourth.
huh? What you
He
say?
said he said at the end of the third quarter, like after the third quarter, I think 7 minutes into the third quarter. 7 minutes and 2 seconds. Michi came in and subbed for Lamelo, and he sat all the way out until 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. So that's what 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Because 7 minutes from 12 is 5 plus the
Seven
3 minutes going into
minutes.
the fourth. That's 8 minutes.
Yeah. 2 minutes remaining. It's 109, 121. Can Charlotte make one last run for it? Let's see. We had to know this game was gonna be tough.
Nah, this out like
We're
Darius
undefeated.
Garland nail bite. He just hit the nail on the coffin.
Dagger.
Yeah.
Well, Garland got a team. You see his squad
Of
behind.
course he got a team.
Yeah.
Let me run this off.
It ain't even about him having a team. It's
No, it is
purely
about him
off
having a
of
team.
He got a squad.
They 15-0. What are you talking about, Purple? Stop it.
no. If you would let me finish,
Oh.
it's about the growth of Evan Mobley.
Well, no, seriously,
but
how can
hold
you
on.
finish
All
that?
jokes aside. But this is my thing with his draft class. All the players that's getting it from his draft class all have a team. They probably didn't have a team right away, but the team that they had, they built a team around those players to where they're better now. The Hornets never did that, bro. They wasted so many years with the Gordon, with the Hayward. They missed it, bro. And like what you call you say Indiana got better. Halliburton, you say
It's no pass.
But wait, but Purple, Only reason why I interrupted you because I thought that you said something so egregious that it was bottom line asinine by saying it's not about having a good team.
No, I didn't mean it in that way, Dex.
Oh, okay.
And secondly, I was unaware that well, I knew Jared Allen had gotten hurt, but I didn't know Evan Mobley has been hurt as much as as he has since he's been in the league. So it's about health and growth, you know, with Mobley specifically.
Okay, let me tell you what kind of team that Cleveland have in the absence of Spider Mitchell, and it's
Mm-hmm,
still 1 minute and 34 seconds left to go in the fourth.
mm-hmm,
Every last starter,
mm-hmm,
except for Isaac Okoro, who
mm-hmm.
only clocked in 14 minutes, so he must have got hurt or something happened with him, got 20 or more points, 23, 21 or more points.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean?
Okay.
4 out of 5 starters is north of 20 points purple, and it's still 1 minute and 34 seconds left to go.
I mean,
That's a team.
Cleveland is off to a
Them boys good.
and they are. But I want you like it's a
They're
good
playing the
team,
next.
but it's more to do with I keep telling you, Dex, the growth of Evan Mobley and the health of Evan Mobley and Jared Allen specifically, and Garland, because Garland was hurt a lot last season too. But that's all it is.
But still, listen to what Belicia said. Regardless of what Darius Allen did to get into that to that level that he's at right now, you still got Jared Allen, you still got Evan Mobley, you still got Spidey Mitchell, you still got Carius LeVert, you still got very important pieces on this team. Plus, you got a seasoned coach who have won a championship as a assistant, right?
Yeah.
So
I mean,
if you
Charles
can
won one too as an assistant.
Yeah, but Charles don't have a team like that though. That's the difference. That's what I was going to get to. I'm glad you beat me to the punch. But I was going to say, even though Charles won two, not one, but two as assistant coach, but he's dealing with scrambled eggs. What
And
can you do?
a team full
So
of
that's why
scrap.
I vouch for Belize when he said everybody else got teams built around him except the best player in the 2020 draft, Lamelo Ball.
Do you realize
What they
Garland?
gave Anthony Edwards for crying out loud.
Do
They
you
gave Anthony
realize
Edwards.
Anthony Edwards had? I mean, not Anthony, but Darius had a backcourt mate with Colin Sexton, and how long did they keep Sexton? Maybe
2 years.
4
2 years,
years.
I think.
I
No,
can't.
they didn't keep him for 4 years.
Then who came
He
after
got
Sexton? Like Cleveland had, and I'm
Ricky
surprised they
Rubio.
kept
Ricky
Mobley.
Rubio came after him.
Man,
Who
Ricky
came in?
Rubio.
in
Ricky Rubio.
Cleveland.
Yeah, but do you
And Rajon Rondo.
how many coaches they went through and how many times they had to, fail and figure out, it was more about Mitch and whether Mitch wants to admit it or not. And Jordan's stubbornness when it came to people like Terry Rozier. I have no problem with you re-signing him, but not, getting rid of him when he was most valuable. The insistence on hanging on to which I think he's still in New Orleans. I was about to say Donovan Mitchell. What's his name? Devontae Graham. Bringing in, you did need to spend the money, but paying Gordon Hayward all that money.
He drafted
Yo, bro, he said Gordon Hayward was the best player on the team at one point when Lamelo
Sure
was on the
did.
team.
right.
Bro, come on, bro, like you're not
LaMelo was
gonna
an all-star
like
that
come
year.
on, bro, like you're not
LaMelo
gonna
wasn't just
say
on the
these
team.
stuff.
LaMelo was an all-star that year.
Exactly, you gotta remember that was the same year Jordan was the 75 and didn't even talk to LaMelo that year, and he was the all-star on the team. Like we're not gonna just. Like, look, the Charlotte dropped the ball with LaMelo.
Thunder.
They dropped the ball with LaMelo. They never built around him. They never did anything. They didn't draft well. They didn't draft well. They didn't go to the draft. Nothing.
Yep.
Cleveland did. You could say Cleveland did because they made the trade for Donovan Mitchell. They made a trade for an all-star. They made a trade for an all-star. They got an all-star over there. Regardless of how that's right. Sacramento, they traded Halliburton to Indiana. Indiana started building around Halliburton. They did that. We saw that. So and remember, like The only one who didn't get no pick, get no love was Wiseman, but that's because he wasn't supposed to get picked. To be all the way honest, if we're being honest, Lamelo was supposed to have a ring already. He was supposed to be on the Warriors.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's
Like if
that's
you're
kind
gonna
of
give
dream. That's kind of dream history and wishful thinking.
But
But
that's when it
nevertheless,
falls.
that never even happened because he never even bounced a ball in that uniform. So we can't
no, but
even
that's what
worry
I'm
about.
saying. If he was
Yeah, we can't
drafted
even worry
number
about the
2,
Warrior
if he
stuff.
was drafted number 2, the Warriors dynasty would be crazy right now. Like it would be
Would y'all
crazy.
agree that
I think
the
Lamelo got
teams?
drafted. Go ahead.
No, I was just about to say Lamelo and K is just going through it where like the organizations and the people, the GMs and stuff and coaching is that bad for the both of them. Like they going through it. At least Trey Young had some confidence at one point in time for like two years, I would say. But
He
like
got
But didn't
Capella over
K
there,
play with
bro.
Jeremy Grant? Did K play with Jeremy Grant?
Yeah.
I believe he did, yeah.
Before
Okay, Jeremy
Jeremy Grant
Grant got
left.
the bag. Yeah, Jeremy Grant got the bag because he was coming off of an all-star type year coming
Yep.
from Denver, right?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
I remember they did pay him, but Cage is and Detroit's looking okay. I just don't think I'm trying not to put my faith
Who
in it.
came to the Charlotte Hornets while Lamelo was there?
But
He's
that's
a fringe
Mitch's fault.
all-star.
But
Okay,
this is
okay,
what
that's
we're
all. That's all.
saying. That's all we're
Exactly.
saying. That's all we're saying.
Come
That's
full
all
circle,
we're
baby.
saying.
I just said it was Mitch and Michael's fault. I've been saying that.
But that's what we're
And
saying. Like
I don't think it's because of a center. I know Thunder said you're not gonna win without a
Yeah,
center, but they have Musa,
but
Diabate. They just gotta put him.
it's
they
How
about
even
you
had
gonna have
good
a
bids at
guy that
one point. Remember the
got
bids they had?
15 points and 17 rebounds, and all of a sudden he can barely get playing time the next game?
Yo,
Come
remember
on,
that
man.
season when they had
They playing favorites.
what's your boy with the dreads that was wilding, but he was wilding off the court though.
Montrez.
Trez.
Yeah,
I know
bro. That
Trez. I
come
know
on,
Trez.
man.
Trez a
Like
good dude
that
though.
was a that
Yeah,
was
Trez a good dude.
that was a
I know
good
him.
season when they had him, bro. I like when they had him
Yeah,
over there.
Montrez, he's a good
You know
dude
what
though.
I'm saying?
He's a real
Him
nigga.
and
I'm gonna tell
yeah.
you this. You know I don't use that term
Nah,
loosely.
I already
Trez is
know.
a
I
real
already
nigga.
know.
He's a
I already
greasy
know.
and he's a real nigga.
You could tell. You could tell how he move on the court. I already know. But just the story with him and Lou Williams, just seeing how he came up from the street ball side of how Lou Will like, I already know it.
Yeah,
I already know.
I can vouch for Trez nigga package. Most
Yeah.
definitely, I can vouch for his nigga
Good
package.
text. Garland
I mean,
being
pause, man. I said that wrong, huh?
Nah, yeah, you did, but I was gonna let you slide.
Yeah,
Cause
Kenny,
you know,
yeah, that's
Kenny.
pause, man.
I
I'm
was
sorry,
in it,
purple.
man. Go
I didn't mean to
ahead.
be so explicit. But
Yeah,
yeah, Trez is real.
it's
Trez a real
incompetent.
cat.
I told y'all about this. I'm trying to get this new staff a
Shout out
chance.
to Kenny. You right, Kenny. You right, Kenny. Darius Garland.
Do you think? Never mind, Dex. Oh, speaking of Lamelo, did you hear people talking about the MVP ladder, Dex? Like the players that's on there.
AD should be number one.
I didn't appreciate. I understand KD is doing well so far, but KD is hurt currently, and it was somebody else on there that's hurt currently too, because it was KD, Shea, AD,
Yep.
Luca, right? LeBron. I don't feel like LeBron, and that's what I'm talking.
LeBron. No, you can't say that. LeBron been balling
I,
out.
I don't care, Dex. I don't care.
That old fart been balling,
And
man.
that's
I
the
ain't talking
problem.
about my Lakers really, but that
Oh,
old
and
fart been balling.
Jokic was on there too. That's the
Don't knock
problem.
LeBron. Don't knock LeBron. Now,
I'm
you want
going
to
to knock
KD?
him
Go
just
for
like
it.
I'm knocking Damian Lillard, and stuff like that. Oh, and I think Curry was on that list too. My thing is they was talking about the stagnation, and Thunder know what I'm talking about, of players winning MVP and stuff not being consistent, and how Jokic might win again. And I said that's the very problem. I'm fine with Jokic, being on that.
He ain't winning.
Jokic
not
shouldn't
winning.
be nowhere in the MVP. I said that's done to spite.
You wildin'.
No, I'm not. That's done to spite AD, because people don't want to admit AD being the best player on that team.
Yeah, AD balling.
On that team for the Lakers since he got there. That's done to spite AD and keep
AD should be number 2
in the conversation. Huh?
AD should be number 2. They got him ranked too low. It's out of AD and Shea for one or two. Either one of that is legit.
Right.
Outside of that is bogus because there's no way the way AD is playing and the way the Lakers are playing with a new head coach and no experience. Come on, man. That's MVP status all day long, man. So I ain't mad. I ain't mad at Shea though. I'm not mad at Shea because Shea
I'm
is known
not
for
mad at
doing it.
anybody on that list but LeBron. But I
But
told
see,
you
you're
it's
wrong
it's
though. That's
it's
where you've
not.
been wrong at.
Even though LeBron ain't gonna win a MVP again anytime soon,
Nah,
that's
I
that.
don't think so.
Remember when I was telling you, Dex, these all NBAs and stuff like that. It'll be like I owe you, and these MVPs like, oh, I owe you because you weren't in. I'm tired of that. Like I'm so tired of that.
I agree with you, Purple,
That
that LeBron probably won't win the MVP. I think he will slow. I think he will slow down tremendously. When it comes towards the break, I just think he want to prove the naysayers wrong about JJ Redick, and that he was also blamed for getting Darvin Ham out the picture to put in his podcast pile, JJ Redick. So that's why LeBron James is playing out of worldly, just just to keep the Lakers afloat until the break. And I think he will slow down, but I don't think AD will slow down though. I think AD is really serious about trying to get him an MVP before his body breaks down.
you're right. Right. I'm just tired of the what's that? Because it's somebody else that I like. He shouldn't be in the MVP conversations, but I know he's not gonna make the All Star team because semantics.
Give us the top 10 Purple. The top
Players.
10. No, the top
Ooh.
10 of the MVP race early on.
I just seen the six names. I don't know who else
Oh,
was
it's only
mentioned.
six. They only
Yeah,
only they only did six. Okay.
yeah. It was Shea, Steph Curry, Jokic, AD, LeBron. And I'm missing somebody. Curry. I named Curry.
What about Jason Tatum?
Yeah, I think it was Jason Tatum that I'm missing.
Yeah, because he's been balling, but I don't think he's gonna get no
And
MVP.
you know what's crazy? Jason Tatum. I don't. I might criticize him a lot, but I don't know what it is that people just nitpick, about him and whatever. As far as his game, like I don't know what's up with
Well,
that.
that's your state mate, Jason Tatum.
I know, but that's like I'm trying to understand because it's like Luca could get away, like Luca and Tatum's tendencies could be the same, but Luca's like people address it and then they go by it, but they just not Tatum, and I think that's just jealousy over his early success that he had, with the Celtics and stuff. I think he was in year what 2 or year 1 when they went to the playoffs or whatever, and that's what I think it is, like unfair criticism, and I don't like that because I feel like if we're gonna highly evaluate Luca, and put him in conversations that sometimes he ain't got no business being in, Tatum, like I said, as much as I criticize him, deserves
But
to be in there too.
the reason why Tatum don't get the real praise is because too many people too often have seen Tatum fail in the biggest of moments. He has shrunk, and
Mm-hmm,
it continued even though they hung up their 18th banner this season. If it
mm-hmm,
wasn't for the heroics and outer worldly play by Jalen Brown, who obviously was snubbed from the Olympic team, etc., that that reduced the importance of Jason Tatum because they want Jason Tatum to be Eastern Conference MVP. They want Jason Tatum to be NBA Finals MVP, but that have escaped him. He
mm-hmm.
didn't get it, and they gave it to Jalen Brown. And at the same time, how do you get all those solo accolades in one season, win the big dance, but yet do not get invited to the Olympics, but they invite Drew Holiday and Derek White for crying out loud? What a snub. So that's why Jason Tatum don't get the credit that he deserves. And then once he was at the Olympics, Steve Kerr didn't really play him.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with that? Derek White got more shine than damn near Jason Tatum. We all know Drew Holiday got all the shine from the Boston Celtics as representing the Boston Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just a telltale sign about Jason Tatum. But as we look at the stats for Lamelo Ball, tonight. LaMelo Ball with 31 points, another 30-point dinger, and he had 12 assists. So 31 and 12. Like I keep telling you guys, LaMelo Ball is a shoo-in for the All Star if he doesn't get injured. The only thing that will hold LaMelo Ball up is his health. Long as he's putting these numbers up and competing against the top teams like they are, LaMelo Ball is a shoo-in, and
And,
he
and,
should be a
Thun-
starter.
and Thunder, because I see what chat you be over in. I don't, because I'm ready for the BS. I don't want to hear that, oh, LaMelo putting up, on a sub 500 team, he putting up good stats, but they're not leading to, because I see people trying to start that, Thunder, and you better catch them before I do. He know what I'm talking about. Thunder know what I'm
Drill,
talking about.
hey,
Because
hey, wherever you go, purple, drill him.
because listen, who got away with that? Let me think. Cade is getting praised, and they doing good so far, but Trey got praised and they doing good so far. Who else is Brandon Miller, Brandon Ingram not making the All-Star team, but there's chatter about these players putting up good stats on sub 500 teams. I don't want to hear the haberdashery and, and excuses.
She said haberdashery.
I don't want to
You
hear
took
it.
that back
I
from
don't want to
London.
hear it. Oh, who I was thinking about was Giannis, because I didn't realize, because they were glazing him, 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago. I said, here we go. Y'all better create, because Giannis shouldn't be where he at. That team, well, I knew they was going, I didn't expect for them to be this bad, but, you know, he's,
They're trying to rebuild slowly. They're trying to what they're trying to do. This is reverse psychology that they're trying to do up in Milwaukee. Because when they hired Doc Rivers, they was already ready to break that team up because the owner is spending too much money in that small market. He's not really recouping none of the money that he's spending on these high price players who has been priced out of the market in Milwaukee. Damian Lillard, Giannis, Chris Middleton, and Brooke Lopez. So something got to give. Milwaukee was did they sell Milwaukee, or are they still trying to sell Milwaukee? Because I
who?
remember there was in some negotiations for the owner. I forgot his name, Lansky or whatever, trying to sell a large portion of the Milwaukee Bucks off.
Yeah, I remember that briefly, but I feel like they didn't talk no more about it. So you know how business works, Dex. They let you know when they want you to know. When they
Right.
don't
So
want you
I
to
think,
know,
yeah, I think they're trying to rebuild Milwaukee. I think they're trying to tear it down, but do it and where there won't be no revolt from the fan base. And so Giannis might get shipped off somewhere.
right? But Thunder think it's funny. I'm for real, Thunder. You know what people I'm talking about? Oh, but he's 500. He's putting up numbers on a bad team. I'm going to go off because Giannis don't have a bigger fan base than Lamelo. I'm honest, but I know the haberdashery that people do, and I'm not for it. I'm mad thinking about it.
You hear that word a lot, haberdashery, up in Jamaica. You know, and that word has its roots in London. I believe in the theater, in the theaters of London back in the day. So that's a really good premium word you just used there, Purple.
I'm for real, Dex. I bet not. All I hear is, yo, he deserved to make the All-Star. I don't even want to hear Chuck. Chuck better not have not one complaint. Kenny kind of fake though. I say Shaq is balanced, and what's his name don't never say nothing because he's the moderator. Uh, ooh,
Come on, Ernie Johnson.
yeah, Ernie. I'm telling you, Thunder, I can feel it coming. I don't want to hear it. I voted for such and such and such and such. And this is excuse. I do feel bad for Jalen because when I looked to see if he was playing in the front court, um he's not. He's playing in the back court, so he ain't making it. He'll probably be fourth or fifth for All Star voting. and stuff. So he'll get in probably through coaches. Because I'm expecting Lamelo and Dame to lead in fan voting. I know I'm curious about Trey. I feel like he still got a lot of fans, but it's not like how it was when he first got to Atlanta. That's my only question mark. Because I don't think Darius going. That might be a coach's vote too. And then I forgot about Donovan. Fuck. No, I don't think Donovan gonna get in.
Well, Donovan better get healthy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Um, but I'm not. I don't want to write off Donovan, but like I said, I question Trey Young's fandom. Like I said, I think it's died down. I really feel like Dame shouldn't even be. See, I'm on my 2024, 2025. Dame shouldn't even be in consideration. I don't care about Giannis making the All-Star team, but Dame, absolutely not. I think it should be LaMelo. I would personally put Jaylen Brown in there. I don't think
I was getting
Tyrese.
ready to say that. We missing Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, I don't think Tyrese Halliburton or Maxey deserve to make it. That's my personal opinion. I would let Trey Young come. And then because I need two more. Who would be my
Two more
last?
what? Two
Two
more
more
what?
cards. I'm trying to think.
From the
Who would
East?
be my other two? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Um, Philly been bad. Milwaukee been bad. I don't like Brunson either. I
Well,
keep forgetting about Brunson. Um,
yeah, Brunson's making All Star.
I know.
You're not gonna keep him out.
Next, I told you I'm on my disrespectful 2024, 2025.
Yeah, you're not gonna keep
I
Brunson out.
don't want Brunson to make because to be honest, I'm gonna be real. Like I said, I know Dame and LaMelo the fan thing. And maybe do you think because what I
Where's it gonna be played at? First of all, where's the All Star gonna be played at? Because that has a lot to do with it too.
do anybody know? Fuck. I feel like they said it. Fuck. What did they
You can
say?
look it up
I'm about to look it up.
because that says a lot. Because if the hosting city has a decent point guard, most likely that point guard will get in.
Um, San Francisco. So Curry.
Yeah, that's different. That's West Conference stuff.
Yeah. So let's think about it. And see, my problem is Dame. I don't want people to vote for Dame.
Well, it's gonna be in San Francisco. Dame from Oakland.
I know, bitch. I told you. I'm disrespectful because it should go like, okay, I'll put Brunson in as my third. I don't want him though. Like, I don't want him. So I'm gonna go if Dame, which I know he gonna get a lot of votes, but to me it should be LaMelo because fans, then Brunson, and I know it's Trey Young in my because I'm trying to stay realistic. I don't think Trey Young, which is fucking frustrated because fucking Dame, man, I don't like it here. People got to be fair. Stop voting off of popularity. Look what the work the players put in. I don't know
That's what
who.
it's about, right? It's a popularity contest.
Yeah, I don't even know who my fourth guard would be, cause Donovan Mitchell haven't been healthy.
But
Nobody. I don't
but
think
he got
Halliburton.
enough
Like I
time to
told.
recoup though. Donovan Mitchell got enough time to recoup.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's what I said, Thunder. I don't think Dame should be there, but we know he is. That's what's so aggravating. Who else? Indiana. Nobody from Miami is making it. Well, Bam probably will make it.
No,
And
Bam making it. No, Bam making it. Bam balling.
let me see who Bam. No, but outside of that, nobody from Miami is making it.
You don't think Terry Rozier gonna make the All Star?
Hell no. I'd rather see Damian Lillard.
What you got against Terry Rozier?
Nothing. I just, fickleness.
What about PJ Washington? He making All Star this year?
No.
Oh, you hate
No.
ex Hornets, don't
Uh-huh.
you? You hate ex Hornets.
No, I don't, because when you think about it, PJ been hurt too, but that's front court, so that's Jokic, AD, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, um, Jaren Jackson ain't gonna make it. It depends how people feel about Ja, because Ja got a decent fan base. But I wouldn't vote Jaren Jackson in. Let me see.
Did you know that Tristan Thompson is still in the league?
Yeah,
What the hell?
he got child support to pay, and a lot of it. Um, who? What
And
else?
JT Thor, he scored tonight. He got 1 minute and he got 2 points.
Oh, Zubac. I wouldn't vote Zubac in the All Star game either.
I don't
Uh,
think he's. I don't think he's playing All Star this year.
bonus. Dot. Have you
What
say?
about Harden? What about Harden though?
Yeah. Um. It's tricky with the guards in the West because I know Shea and Luca are automatic. Curry, I'll put Curry in there. Nobody in the Lakers backcourt is making it. I don't think
Wait a
Jamal
minute. Hold
Murray.
on, Purple. Pump your brakes. You telling me Austin Reed, Dalton Connect, Arkansas, Tennessee, Middle America, Black Bible Belt. They're
Mhm.
not going to put those two Caucasian All Americans in the All Star
No,
game.
because in order for that to happen, it would have to be Curry. I mean, not Curry. Yeah, Curry would probably be the weakest link. And then you just mentioned James Harden. I don't see nobody from Houston making it. Houston, nobody from New Orleans is making it but Zion's a front court player. But nobody, I'm assuming, put it in the bag. Nobody from the Jazz is making it. Pelicans, Jazz. I think only player that'll make it from the Kings is Sabonis, maybe. I
Shit, Darian Fox just hit 60.
I know, but I don't think I
You don't
don't
think that's enough?
Um,
You don't think DeMar DeRozan going to make it this
because
year?
Lex, what you gotta realize is the starting five gets the fan vote, so that's 3 front court and 2 back court. And then, if I'm assuming correctly, even with coaches and media votes, it still goes by who got more fan votes. I think so. From a fandom standpoint, we know James still got a decent fan base. Oh, I forgot about Devin Booker.
I don't know if Devin Booker is going to make it this year.
I don't know.
I don't know. I think
Yeah,
it probably take one, either Kevin or Devin. I don't think both of them make it.
that's what I
Unless
said.
unless Devin start breaking out again. If he start breaking
Yeah,
out, but
yeah.
he's 2 fifths on his low rider.
And what you feel about De'Aaron Fox, as a fan base? Do you think he kind of,
He don't got no fan base besides his family.
yeah, that,
They was only on his jock because of Lonzo.
mm.
Since Lonzo kind of died out, Darian Fox died out with it.
So, let me see. Chet got hurt. Even if Chet didn't get hurt, I don't think because that front
He's
court
not All Star. No, he's not All Star.
yeah, was gonna make it. But like we got to think about the shoe-ins. Like the West got a lot of and then people is petty. I forgot about Clay. Clay in Dallas. So people gonna be petty.
But Clay up and down with it.
I understand that, but I forgot what year that was. I think that's the year Austin Reeves might have made the All-Star team, or maybe it was Larry Market. It was somebody. And Stephen Clay, somebody was hurt, and they was leading I think they was maybe third or fourth in the backcourt and stuff like that. And I was like, look at the pettiness. You got to think about the fandom. I think Golden State fans would still vote for him and stuff like that. And people just in general, because they're gonna be like, Curry's gonna make it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The East don't have so many no, it's pretty open out East. If Pablo come back in time, which I don't see him coming back in time.
No, he's not coming back in time.
So that we forgot about Cat. So they front court would be Bam, Cat, Porzingis, but Porzingis is hurt.
Porzingis,
Yeah, Porzingis.
Porzingis ain't making no
They
All
need
Star.
front. They need some front court players.
Porzingis
Siakam,
is hurt too.
huh? Yeah, I know. They need some front.
He ain't making no All Star.
But remember, Dex, it's not. You know how they got the 65 game thingy. I looked it up. They don't have it for the All Star game. So Joel Embiid could still be a starter, but you know, you got somebody. You need somebody to replace him if that makes sense.
It won't be
Nobody
Porzingis.
makes it in the Nets either.
The way that Porzingis and Luca fell out, it'd be hard pressed for Porzingis to get anything of that nature.
Well, who else besides Bam and Cat are they gonna put in the front court, Dex? You mean they gonna go in
What
there?
about Evan Mobley?
Oh, yeah, but I think people would go if they had to vote for a Cleveland player, Donovan Mitchell, because you got to realize the popularity
I
of.
thought you said the front court. Donovan Mitchell is the back court.
I know, but I don't think that Evan Mobley. I like him, but it's the same thing with Cade. I don't think the casual fan, like hardcore basketball players, I mean watchers, would vote, for somebody like Evan Mobley. But I don't think that would be enough compared to like Cat, if that makes sense.
Mm. Well, the way the Cleveland is rocking, they might send 2 or 3 off that team.
Yeah, Jared. Yeah, Jared Allen. Yeah, but I hope Tyrese don't make it now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, because I'm a hater that way. Uh, but
Now
and then
Tyrese is struggling. You talking about Halliburton, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah, he's struggling. He kind of
And then
struggling.
Maxi,
He's nowhere near where he was last season.
Tyree Maxi, he got hurt too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
I
that would
wish.
have been a good one. Tyrese Max, if he would have stayed leading the 76ers, that would have been a good one because he was doing pretty good, but they just wasn't winning.
Yeah,
It's almost similar to the Hornets. How
hey,
Lamelo do
we
good
gonna
and
together
they're just
to
not
make.
really winning. They only won 5 games this season, but the Hornets ain't that far away, right? But
Right,
on the road, they just can't get it together. They're 1-5 on the road. That's not gonna cut it. You know what I'm saying? Only winning 20% of your games on the road. That's not gonna cut it. And you only
yeah,
got 41 games.
yeah,
So they and then at home, I don't know, man. I just think Charles Lee needs to shorten up that roster. I mean that rotation,
rotation. Yeah,
and he needs to play Diabate as much as possible, as he can get away with against fighting against contractual restraints because some of
yeah,
these guys got stuff in their contract that they have to be out there on that court. So
right,
whatever within that, manage it to where Musa can play as many minutes as possible, man. Because they lose a lot when he's not on the court. There's no Mark Williams,
right.
so they lose a lot. I know
So
he's a go ahead.
no, you can finish about Mark.
No, I was saying they don't have Mark. So I know Diabate, Musa Diabate is a tunnel. He's dark as ink,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe maybe they kind of prejudice. I don't know, man, because you got all these damn light skinned dudes out here running around like they're about something.
Check.
Did you see the roster?
I mean, oh yeah, he might not. That'll take hardcore people to watch. But I'm looking at something right now. In terms of statistics, he played 12 games.
We
Uh,
already told you Halliburton is a clone.
that's not what I was looking at though. The top 5 players in terms of points per game are Giannis, Davis, Tatum, Jokic, and Ball. And you know what's crazy, and I knew this about him already. De'Aaron Fox puts up a decent amount of points, but I'm starting to question how much it translates to him winning. Him and Edwards are 6 and 7, by the way, and Luca's underneath them. Underneath them.
But the thing with Anthony Edwards, he got a new running mate. So we understand that, to augment that, you're gonna need some time and allow the chemistry to assimilate.
Let me see, because I think he's
But
still shooting better.
Darion Fox, he done had that team for like 3 years now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Except for DeMar DeRozan.
Because I know he ain't shooting better than him. He's shooting better than him. I feel a certain kind of way. I'm gonna lie anyway and act like I didn't know.
Yeah, but Charles Lee got to get something going, man,
Yeah.
because he's starting to look busted. And I don't like to say that
Oh,
about no brother.
ooh, he's having a quiet time. Mitchell has played 14 games. Donovan Mitchell.
He didn't play tonight.
Yeah. Lillard's played. Like Dex, we got to get together and make sure these people,
Shout out to Slack.
these shoeing slats, you two, we got to get it together. We got to make sure Dane don't make this all-star team because it ain't
Doc
no.
Rivers gonna do that. You don't need you don't need no help.
No, but he got a good fan base, Dex. It's
Yeah.
impossible not to let LeBron James fan base is too big. But I feel the same way
Oh,
about.
LeBron is making All Star. He's making
Yeah,
All Star.
that's what I said. I already know that.
He might not make All
Boy,
NBA,
you talking
but
about
he's gonna make the All Star.
hot fish grease. Victor Wembanyama is 25th in terms of points per game at 22.7. Steph is below him at 22.7. But Steph got a good fan base, so I ain't worried about that.
Now Steph is a proven warrior.
Oh, KD
should
got
know
hurt.
Steph.
That's why he ain't.
Steph is a winner.
And then Devin Booker is at 22.5. He's below Steph.
Yeah, that's not gonna get it though. That 22 points for Devin Booker ain't gonna get it. I mean 20 points in the NBA is not that hard anymore.
James Harden, speaking of that, is at 20.7. But I was looking for somebody else. Who was I looking for? I don't remember who I was looking for. Brandon I will say this about Brandon Ingram. He makes sure, and a lot of people don't recognize this. He gonna be in the 20s, 21 to 25.
I feel you, Flat. Flight get mad at me talking about Charles Lee, so I'm gonna be quiet.
Okay, that's what I was looking at. Cade is at 23. He's shooting 44. I know that's not 20% from 3. Oh no, that's attempts. Yeah, he's shooting 44 and I know his 3-point percentage and 34 from 3. But I feel bad for Cade, bro. Do you think Victor gonna make the All-Star team, Dex?
I don't know. That's gonna be a good one because he can make it just surely on defense. You know what I mean? He don't
Mhm.
need no high point total to make the All Star. And they want to push Victor Wembanyama big time. They want to push him up to the plateau of the youthful movement moving forward in the NBA. So he can make the All Star just on his defense alone.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I feel that too. He's honorary shoe in. But who I was thinking about was because Kyrie is currently hurt now too. I feel bad because Kyrie, even though he might deserve to make at least NBA, all NBA third team, and definitely he should be making it in the All-Star game. The way he got did because the situation, with the pandemic and everything, it's not the same. But that's somebody that I would vote. He's allowed to have an opinion about something. But
And who is this?
Kyrie Irving, he would
Kyrie.
make it in because to me he should
I
be.
don't think Kyrie cares about that stuff anymore.
I know he don't, but I'm saying in terms of his play, if you're a real fan of the game and stuff like that, he should make it, and stuff like that. I would put him out in terms of the West. Like I said, Curry, and I might honestly put him in over James Harden personally, because you got Shea. Them is gonna probably Shea or somebody coming off the bench. As far as your starters, but I would put him in. I just feel like Booker. I don't know.
I can see it from Booker. I mean, Phoenix got off to a nice start, but
Mm-hmm.
I just don't see it. I don't see Booker having the pizzazz to make the All Star. But things could change. We're
But
only 15 games into the season.
um what I was about to say, it's I don't know if I was talking to you or that was No Panic that night. I think it was No Panic,
There was no panic.
and we was talking about you know I mentioned something about Booker because he played on a team with Anthony Davis, and I said Booker gives me. I play with a lot of talent, and I'm still trying to find myself as a player. And there's times where he has good games, he plays well, but there's other times where you can just tell he ain't came. To me personally, he has not came out of that shell of, oh, I'm playing with all these talented players and stuff. Because to me, regardless of KD's age, there should be no question about him being the best player for this team. And I respect his effort to sit back and chill, but I don't like that. Like, it makes you replaceable in my book if you just you sit back and you let somebody come in and overshadow you. Because KD for the last couple of years been, as much as I hate it and I like him as a player, he's been switching teams and stuff like that. But it gives, I didn't play with so much talent, because Devin Booker just
What about Zach Levine? You think Zach Levine is going to think he might make the All Star?
coaches. He could probably get in on coaches. I don't see him being in the top 5 as far as fans. And whatever. I would put him in over Halliburton.
We talked about PJ Washington, and PJ Washington's having a good game tonight.
Mhm.
Uh,
Oh, so he's
20,
back.
23 points and 15 rebounds.
But I just, again, with that loaded front court out west, I don't even see him. Popularity is a thing. I don't see like Jalen Williams from the Thunder. I don't see him making it. People, like I said, Dex, people are petty, and these coaches are too.
So what about Anthony Edwards? He makes the All Star.
That's listen, Dex. I don't. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me go look at something real quick. Shea, Luca, Curry 3. Kyrie's already out. I think De'Aaron Fox is out. I don't think he getting in on coaches or otherwise.
'Cause look,
You know what? I
you got
think
Julius
people would be,
Randle now in the West.
huh?
You got Julius Randle now in the West.
Yeah. He might make it. I would put Sabonis in over him. And whatever, but he might make it next. But once again,
With
people.
Julius, you talking about Julius?
Uh. I said Julius will make it.
Okay. Okay, you got two coming from Minnesota. What about Rudy
No,
Gobert? Will he
because
make it?
okay, if we think about it, I think they do. Well, it's more than 4 guards, but as far as the bench, because I think they can choose anything as far as the reserves. So we know Curry, that's a fan thing, and that's not saying he's not deserving. Luca, regardless of how he's playing, I think is automatic, and Shea is an automatic. I don't know who would be that fourth, because I don't think Fox should make it, but Booker is a thing. KD got hurt. Booker is a thing.
Now
I
that might help.
would,
That might help Booker, right? Because KD got hurt. Because tonight he put up a 44 piece,
right.
and he had 7 assists. So
Yeah.
I think he's a high point man for the night, unless no Shea can't catch him. It's not enough time. So Booker's a high point man for the night.
Yeah. I think Fox is automatic. I think people would. I don't think people would be that petty because once again, they just now admitting in 2025 that KD been the best player since him and Booker been together for that team. And whatever. So I don't see people being that petty and not voting because I think they fan bases is maybe equally the same. So I don't know. Because I want to be biased and put Anthony Edwards in there, but I don't know. I got to think on that one.
Do you think anybody from Portland?
No, sir. No, nobody from Portland.
Portland's having a good season, 6-8 so far, and they playing 500 at the
Remember that
moment.
again, it matters to people that's kind of in tune and stuff like that with the game. But to the casuals, it's a fan thing. So if we know Steph Curry, regardless of injury, who else did I mention? Luka, regardless of injury, and Shea, regardless of injury. And Shea is a little shaky to me too. Regardless of injury.
What about, okay, forget that. You don't think nobody's coming from Portland? Okay, cool. What about the Grizzlies? What about Ja?
I said Ja, but Ja is in, to me personally, that boat that Kyrie's in. Okay. I think he can get up there. That's why I question Shea's fandom, because I think he could get on top of Shea, if that makes sense. I think so. I feel like he should. He might clear Curry, maybe.
How could he get on top of Shea when Shea is the front runner for MVP?
Because it's a fan. If we just think about the starters.
That don't make sense though, Purple. You know that. Ja
but if you think about
supersede Shea, no way. No, not even close.
You think Shea Gilgeous got more fans than Ja Morant?
I don't think he got more fans, but I don't think the NBA is going to allow that. It'll be some shenanigans.
And I agree with you there. See, we thinking logically. See, we getting to it. So if he don't make the starters, now you looking at the bench. And like I said, it depends how they feel about him and Kyrie, specifically Ja, because of the trouble. I think they're gonna reward Ja. He's not gonna be a starter, but he will be on the bench. But yeah, I think Kyrie's made his mark in the sand and he's not making any more all-star teams, which sucks. But and then we're forgetting about Anthony Edwards, too.
That's gonna be a tough call, like I said, because you got Rudy Gobert, right? Always in line for Defensive Player of the Year.
Yes, sir.
They might switch him out and put Wembanyama there for the defensive purposes, because they could do Wembanyama either way, right? Offense or defense. To get Rudy Gobert out, they can put Wembanyama for the defensive purposes. And then you got Julius Randle as well as Ant-Man. So that's gonna be a tough tooth to pull off of Minnesota.
Yeah, I agree with you. But you got to realize Ja's fan base, because Thunder said Ant was Ja's replacement. I feel like, once again, Dex, like Thunder, rather, I don't see Ja not getting a fan vote. Now, coaches might not put Ja in there.
But look what happened to Lamelo, right? Remember that one year Lamelo didn't get the fan vote, but he got in as an alternative?
Right. But you got to realize the temperament of Ja. I don't see, if Ja don't get the fan votes, I really feel like they going to hold his feet to the fire. Some of the coaches and media will, and not let him in. Versus LaMelo's temperament is fine. Like, contrary to popular belief, he's not as controversial.
Well, he did get fined. And he made a homophobic remark, according to the NBA, and it cost him $100,000. Right. So
I don't think that hurt him though, because you got to realize that what Ja was insinuating, and stuff. So that's the thing.
But we know there's a gay mob though. There's a gay mafia.
That's true.
Executive situations.
But Ant made some remarks towards that community. If you don't remember.
You know what? Listen, I'm gonna blame Cameron, right? I'm blaming Cameron and Mace. It is what it is. Podcast for Lamelo Ball getting that $100,000 fine because Cameron and Mace still poke at Jello, still say Gino, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cameron already said he ain't going there no more. He talked to the people and he offered that. But Mace keep trying to poke at Killer to go into that mode to speak about Gino, aka, D'Angelo, Jello. So I take it that when LaMelo gave that uh analysis and he used the term no homo, he was trying his best verbally not to say no pause.
Right.
He was trying his best not to say pause. Because if he did, then that would have been a trail led to is what it is and shows that he has been influenced by that podcast. Kill Cam and Murder Mate.
Right.
And they beefing with his brother. That it wouldn't look good. So he had to use an alternative term to make sure he stay clear of that kind of association. So he
Mm-hmm.
said no homo, which is an old term, right? I mean, we was using that term in the 90s, no homo. So I blame It Is What It Is podcast for LaMelo getting that $100,000 fine. I said it. I ain't taking it back. Now what?
Yeah. I'm not, that's how people talk nowadays.
I know, but when you go through media training, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they have their meetings, and when you go on interviews, they know LaMelo is one of the spokespersons for the Charlotte Hornets. They're going to train you to say and what not to say. So that was very impromptu from LaMelo. And this is why, apropos, apropos, this is why LaMelo was very succinct in his interviews. Because we know, according to the big baller himself, LeVar Ball, LaMelo is a wild child.
Yes, sir.
And when he starts feeling it, it's no telling what he might say out of his mouth. And Lonzo Ball, his brother, his oldest brother, had verified that. When LaMelo starts to feel it, oh boy, he can make you feel bad when he on his run. So you don't never want to get into a bagging session playing the Jones, crumbing when it comes to LaMelo Ball when he's at his best when it comes to retaliating with the tongue.
Yeah. Yeah. I still think, once again, fandom will get LaMelo those votes. So I'm not really worried.
But I don't even think it's all about fandom. I mean, his effort on the court is going to vindicate him as an all-star as he resuscitate his leverage by being the king of the fourth and constantly rolling out 30-point performances. Now, these 30-point performances is not that he just jacking up shots. He's keeping Charlotte Hornets competitive in these games. It's just that the talent behind the first five is very shaky, especially when you don't have a Trey Man out there. Because we
Right.
know Trey Man is a bucket. So when you don't have him out there in that second unit, the second unit seems to fall apart upon close inspection.
Yeah. It what I'm expecting is people like Shaq and them. Well, inside the NBA when they name their starters and stuff, when Lamelo will be a starter. But I feel like I'm wishing too hard and stuff like that. You know how they.
You wishing too hard on who?
I don't feel like I got a bad feeling that Lamelo's not gonna be in there. Like I wouldn't vote for Dame at all, but popularity and stuff like that. I feel like Dame, Giannis, and because they don't have what you can't have because they don't play 65 games, which is probably why they didn't have that in there. So we know Joel, if healthy, which it don't look like he's gonna be healthy anytime. Well, he got suspended. I forgot. But he'll be a starter. Giannis will be a starter, and Tatum will be a starter. And I feel like as far as the backcourt, I wouldn't put Dame as a starter. I would put like LaMelo and probably honestly Cade maybe. Now that I'm thinking about it, but I don't think it's gonna go that way. I think just people, you know how inside the NBA name they like starters and stuff, and then first take do it. Like, will somebody like Shannon Sharp, that I question how well he knows the game, the NBA game, put LaMelo as a starter? Like, oh, this is who I voted for. This would be my starting five and stuff in the East and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't know. I'm praying that they put him in there as a starter and leave Dame out. Please leave him out. I'm mad. I'm for real, Dex. I'm frustrated. They playing with my emotions. He at Stay Upset. What's the update on Lonzo?
Yeah, I put it in the chat.
Cause no, sir. I'm
Shout
tired
out to Stay Up.
of favoritism. I'm tired, Dex. Dame. Well, I don't see Dame making no All NBA, but God damn it, LeBron making me mad.
But listen, you still have a second half of the season, so I mean that's a
I
long way
know,
away.
but if
Almost
LeBron is
half
on
is
that
around the corner.
NBA 13 decks, listen, the anger I'ma feel in my
You
heart.
can't listen. LeBron had 4 straight triple doubles, and the Lakers on a 5-game winning streak,
I
and they're
don't.
sitting
It's
they're sitting number 4
unfair.
in the Western Conference. So
It's
shout
unfair.
out to JJ Redick.
It's unfair though. Like it's other people putting in work that deserve
Like
to
that,
make it.
putting in work like that with a new coach that never had
I
any coaching
mean,
experience.
give JJ Redick Coach of the Year, but I listen.
He's damn sure nominated.
He
But
absolutely.
I think Kenny Atkinson might get Coach of the Year though. I mean, he's kind of a runaway favorite right now,
I
unless
agree.
Cleveland just have an epic collapse.
Right.
But JJ Redick could be runner up. That's not bad.
I'm telling you, Dex. They LeBron just be there. If he make well, I know he's gonna make the All NBA. How many years is that? Not in a row, just in general that
I
he
don't
got.
know. I'm not a LeBron fan like that, so I don't know his stats. You have to wait for DJ Gemini to pop up. He can run it all down to you.
Cause baby, anything that Anthony Davis, how I feel people treat Anthony Davis is they be like, oh, he on the first team. LeBron needs to be on the second team. That is aggravating to me.
But LeBron is putting in work though. I can't be mad at this old
I,
man. I mean, every time the guy run up and down the court, you see dust come out of his ass. That's how old he is. You
so
follow
I'm
what I'm
gonna
saying?
ask, since he putting in work, that
He
means
used
like
furniture polish. He used furniture polish as deodorant. That's how old he is.
so with him putting in all this work, that makes guys like Sabonis miss. I might like not like Jaren Jackson Jr., but that makes Jaren Jackson Jr. miss. People like Jalen Brown miss. I'm not gonna name Jimmy Butler because I feel like his best days are way, way behind him. If and when, because 65 games matter. So if Porzingis meets the requirements, people like Porzingis are, people feeling finicky about Carl Anthony Towns. But like it's making people miss when you give LeBron and Dame.
But see, the thing of it is, I don't think LeBron James is going to hold up at this pace. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Nature. And, you know, I think he just headstrong to prove that his son being drafted and JJ Redick, his podcast pal, becoming the head coach of a prestige franchise with no experience, that he
Mm-hmm.
just want to prove that everything that took place in 2024 were legit, verified, and certified.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what I about to say to that? Stay up as can Hornets trade for Lonzo? Yes, they can.
I think Lonzo's headed to the Clippers. I think Lonzo and Zach might be headed to the Clippers.
So let me see. Norman Powell, they Norman Powell, they got Bones Highland, I think is in the G. Well, he actually played, I think, the other day. But anyway, Bones Highland, Norman Powell. I'm missing somebody. Oh, Terrence Mann.
Yeah,
um,
it could be something brewing with
I
Lonzo
know
and Zach Levine headed to the Clippers. That,
we got to make the money work, Dex. So the money makers on the team obviously is
the
Zubac.
Clippers, let me share
Yeah.
something with you. The Clippers do not care about no second apron.
No, I'm not saying that. It's not about
Believe
them
that.
caring about the second apron decks. It's the new rules. That's why I said, what's the name? I think Harden got paid this coming into this year, but I know Zubac is making money. We know Kawhi is making money, but he's not going nowhere. And I don't see James going nowhere. So I think the person after that that's making the money is Norman Powell. I feel like I'm missing somebody really important because Russell Westbrook not there no more. Even if he was, he wasn't making that much money. Norman Powell, who was the other guy? Is it Nicholas Batum? Because I feel like he ain't making no money like that either. But I know Norman Powell is making some money. I know Norman Powell would have to be in that trade, but I feel like Zubac, because you got to think about how much money Zach Levine is making. They got to make that money match.
No, what happened? What happened would be it will be a deferred remuneration on behalf of Zach
Hmm.
that Steve Ballmer will pay the back end of that.
I know, but you still have to make the money match. They can't do that no more, Dex. He can pay whatever he wants to. They literally stated that it's gotta. You can't do two for So it would be two players coming from the Bulls for one no more.
No, I'm not. Who said for one? I'm not saying for one. I don't know what they're going to give up, but I'm just saying that's in the workings. Now, how they mesh it, I don't know.
It
But
would have to be. You would have to give up Zubac and what's the name? What's that man and Norman Powell?
well,
Which means
whatever
they need.
whatever it takes, whatever ingredients it takes to make the soup,
Which
don't
means
leave
they
nothing
need
else.
a third team because I don't see them moving Zubac for two. And then you got to think. Well, I already said Norman Powell because Lonzo could. They would probably start as Zach Levine and then Lonzo come off the bench. So you would have a secondary unit of what Terrence Mann and Lonzo.
The only player that's making a significant amount of money outside of James Harden and
It's
Kawhi
Norman
Leonard,
Powell, ain't it?
Kawhi Leonard would be Terrence Mann. It would be Norman Powell. Those would be the
Yeah,
two.
that's what I thought. Norman Powell and Terrence Mann.
So Well, actually, PJ Tucker, but PJ Tucker's gone, right?
Oh, I think so. I think so.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to get rid of Zubac. I think they got Zubac at a good level, 11 million a year. Well, almost 12 million a year. That's pretty good for Zubac and his output. But plus he's a 7-footer. So PJ Tucker is gone, right? He
Uh-huh.
just abruptly left.
Cut him.
Norman Powell is at 19.2, and Terrence Mann is at 11.4.
So how much Zach? Ain't he making like 40 something?
How much does Zach make a year? I'm not sure how much Zach make a year, to be
I
honest with
know
you.
it's up there.
How much does Zach make a year? I have to look that up.
And then honestly, let's say this happens,
Let
which
me look that up. Zach,
positive it
what
can
Zach
happen.
makes a year.
I don't understand the attachment to Norman Powell that the Clippers have. I mean, not Norman Powell, Terrence Mann.
Terrence Mann.
Yeah, I don't understand
Damn, how would I find that?
they unhealthy attachment to that man.
I don't know. I mean, because they didn't they trade him off and they got him back?
Who, Terrence Mann?
Yeah.
Terrence Mann.
Didn't they trade him to Philly?
No, Terrence Mann is still with the Clippers.
I know, but remember they traded him to Philly for James Harden. Did Philly cut him and then they brought him back to the
No,
Clippers?
Terrence Mann ain't never, since I've been aware, he's always
Okay, how did they get James Harden from Philly?
well, who's over there? Paul George.
No, no.
I mean, no, that was before Paul George.
Yeah.
It was they must don't have. No, it was PJ Tucker, I think. Or no,
PJ Tucker's a Clipper.
who did Philly move?
I thought it was Terrence Mann and some other pieces, and then
Uh-uh.
something happened and Terrence Mann ended up coming back.
Uh-uh.
No?
Oh, I don't even know. I forgot. I forgot. Because Cody Martin came. I mean,
I
Caleb came.
remember reporting on it for Flight Sports TV.
Caleb came from Miami. What's the name? Drummond was a free agent. Kelly was already there. Maxio, of course, already there. Batum. Maybe it was for Batum. They did a trade for Batum.
I don't know. I will have to look it up, but I
Yeah,
thought
because
Terrence Mann
Batum's
was
not
in there
there
somewhere.
anymore. Them players must have been booty because I can't even think. I don't think what's the name is there anymore. I was about to say Shane Larkin. What's his name? The scorer, the little short guard that scored a lot. That was coming off their bench.
For Philly?
Yeah. What is his name? I can't think of his name. I think he might be with Cleveland now.
It's not. It wasn't Alex
Because
Burke,
I
right?
think it was a 3-team trade.
So this guard backed up Maxey, right?
Yeah, he was coming off the bench. And he was Milton, Shake Milton. That's who I'm thinking about. He ain't still in Philly, is he?
I thought he was in Detroit.
Yeah. Oh, so it must have been Detroit, Philadelphia, and the Clippers in that trade. What probably happened is you're probably right. They did have Terrence Mann a part of that trade, but whoever the third team was, for whatever reason, backed out. And they had to find the third team. Because I know Detroit got okay, if Milton is in Detroit, Cade was already there, Ivy was already there, Dorn, Stewart. I don't think what's the name got traded. I think they released him. The point guard that came out with Lamelo, I think he got released
The point guard that came out with Lamelo from what team?
from Detroit. He got released by Detroit.
Oh, Killian Hayes.
Yeah, Killian Hayes is not there anymore. No, because Quentin Grimes is on that team. Or
But
was it
Quentin
a Hornet?
Grimes, Quentin Grimes came from New York.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how that happened, Dex.
I know it was some funny business going on. I know that much.
Yes, sir.
As typical in the NBA, there's always some funny business.
I'm trying to let you know. The more you know, the better you'll be.
Well, Purple, I guess we can close this one out.
Yes,
I
sir.
guess I guess we done drew as much blood as we could from this stream. So shout out to everybody that's still rocking with Flight Sports TV, all the night riders, and those of you that's playing in the shadows. Big ups to you. Congratulate yourself. It's another day around the sun, another night around the moon that the Almighty Creator have blessed us with. And let me tell you, LaMelo played in a really good game today. He got in foul trouble. He didn't foul out. He had a few turnovers. He made up for that. And he put down another 30 plus point doozy. But this time, he falls short to the best team in the NBA as they remain undefeated, the Cleveland Cavaliers, coached by Kenny Atkinson, a coach that was supposed to be linked to the Charlotte Hornets, but something went wrong. Kenny Atkinson reneged on his commitment, and they end up getting Steve Clifford, and the rest is history. Now he's up there with the best team in the NBA, broke the all-time record of consecutive wins entering a season or to start off a season. A big shout out to Cleveland, the land. I was just in the area not too long ago, and it was nice. Autumn weather. I drove by the stadium and the basketball arena because I just wanted to look at the place that gave rise to LeBron James in the NBA. And man, it's a nice sight right off the freeway, and it was really cool to be in the area. But we have to sign out tonight. We'll be back streaming the next available game for LaMelo Ball. I don't know what day that is. I didn't look at the schedule. But listen, go down to Flight Treasure Trove and look in and around the catalog inside that vault and grab you some videos and some information that you might not have heard or seen and become an insider. Join the channel, subscribe, so you'll be on the front line when we put up something and when we stream. You'll be notified instantaneously. I'm talking about UFO speed because LaMelo is not from here. LaMelo is one of one, rare. And as we continue to see a healthy LaMelo pursuant to an all star and a first time all NBA. Some people believe LaMelo won't make all NBA, but guess what? I'm not a part of that crowd. I believe LaMelo will make all NBA. I believe LaMelo is a top 15 player in this league. And in this league, LaMelo is one of the premium faces of the youthful movement moving forward in the NBA. I believe LaMelo Ball will get his superstar calls that have been plaguing him since his inception into the NBA. We at the 5th year mark. One more year, the 6th year would make him a certified veteran. And I believe LaMelo Ball will come out victorious. It's just a hard fight for LaMelo night in and night out under such unscrupulous. Oh man, I can't say that. I gotta back up a little bit. I can't be that harsh. But some rookie mistake by misreading the room and the temperature thereof by first time coach Charles Lee. So he has to get it together because in this game, I think it was lost right at the end of the third. I mean, not the end of the third quarter. The 8 minute period, I believe he had LaMelo on the bench. And coming into the fourth quarter, he didn't start LaMelo. He let him remain on the bench, not for 1 minute, not for 2 minutes, but 3 minutes and some change. And at that third minute mark, basically, the game got out of hand and the Charlotte Hornets was unable to recover as they was down 16 at one point in the game and they got it all the way down to 3 and they end up losing by 14. So Cleveland covered the spread. The game went over the total. And those of you that believe that Cleveland will wipe the court with the Charlotte Hornets, congratulations for your single leg or parlay money bet. Charlotte Hornets and those who laid some skin on them is a little disappointed because Charlotte was unable to get up under that number, in which they did have it at one point. Boy, they had it up under that number. Oh my God, did they have it up under that number? And then all of a sudden, kaboom, out of a plume of smoke, a young unsung hero named Ty Jerome was just giving Charlotte all they can handle. Pause. Good night, everyone. We appreciate you being here with us at Flight Sports TV. But before you go, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss one iota of an exuberant experience. And we salute you here at Flight Sports TV, and we appreciate you rocking out with us because within this 24 hours of time and space that we operate and function in, you could have been somewhere else doing some other thing, but you chose to be here with us at Flight Sports TV. And man, was it a grand event to see LaMelo Ball attempt to besmirch the record of the Cleveland Cavaliers. But he was unsuccessful in doing so. And we anticipated that fourth quarter spark, and it just wasn't there tonight to overcome such a devastating deficit. So the Charlotte Hornets fall tonight, 128 to 114, to the best team in the NBA and the best team to ever start a season in the annals of the 76-year history of the NBA. And keep in mind, there has been many and mighty teams, such as Boston Celtics, Los Angeles Lakers, Philadelphia 76ers, Golden State Warriors, New York Knicks, and so on and so on. And nobody have started the season with such success like the Cleveland Cavaliers.
So for Lamelo to go up against such a mighty, mighty team and put down the demonstration that he did was a great and monumental feat with the breadth of talent that he has to deal with night in and night out, and some questionable rotational moves by Coach Charles Lee. He's fighting against the grain. He's swimming upstream. And let me tell you, once again, that 10-man rotation was a little too stretchy for LaMelo to overcome in tonight's event. So big up to Cleveland at the Mortgage uh, Fieldhouse Arena. Big ups to them as they continue their winning ways and they come out of here unscathed and they just trounce the Charlotte Hornets, wipe them with on the hardwood until the men in the hazmat suits came in and wiped up the blood from the bludgeoning the Charlotte Hornets received. Let's patch LaMelo up, patch the team up, and move on to the next location. Wounded, battered, and rattled. They have to play on. They have to suck it up, and they have to win the next game. So at the end of the night, Charlotte Hornets fall short. Shout out to Flight Sports TV.